High atop the Dover Motor Speedway, where 43 of NR's finest have locked and loaded for some great iRacing action. I'm John Ramos, ladies and gentlemen, live from our studios in Nashville, Tennessee. You're watching NR Night in America. Well, we are off from a historic e-ticket event just last Friday with the Alabama 500. If you haven't already checked that out, go ahead and do so. Wild race, wild finish. It had the 5-leaf clover of anything you would expect in a stock car race on a simulator. Then, well, the weekend rolled in. I went to Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee. Called some great racing action live on Racing America and Track TV, and here we are, back on this Tuesday night edition of NR Night in America. Dana Mosteller is officially a two-time e-ticket champion. Oh, TCB almost became the three-time champion, but off turn 4, well, let's just say fate had other ideas. Justin Champagne almost won in his first ever opportunity of fighting the crown. And well, we sit here and we say, what's next on the agenda? What's next for e-tickets? What's next in the future? Well, let's start with the schedule tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Dover Next-Gen, Bristol Gen 6, Xfinity, Legacy Daytona. We haven't done that in so long. Oh, by the way, we're heading to Lanier with the super late models. That's your 4 races that are guaranteed tonight. Let's continue on. Do we get race 5? Up to you. That's if we hit 300 likes. Race 6, 7, I don't think we're going to be getting that tonight. We're really excited to see what the future all holds. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in final practice, or should we say 4 minutes remaining now in qualifying. Jacob Wilkerson, top of the board, and we're going to get into all the e-ticket stuff in just a matter of moments. But wow, was that exciting? Was that interesting? We had the greatest first 30 laps, I think, in iRacing history. From race 1, or should we say from lap 1 to lap 30, it was insane. I mean, we had 3 wide, 4 wide. Then all of a sudden, drivers started having server issues, right? And we thought, oh, it's not going to affect us. It's just mainly the drivers. Then we got the bug. Justin Champagne, this was such an Avengers Endgame callback. Goes on the apron to complete the pass. He did that in the Garage Guys 499, then does in the Alabama 500. We have announced, yes, the Alabama 500, ladies and gentlemen, the highest viewed e-ticket event. Not wrong, highest viewed e-ticket event of 2024, and is on track to be the highest viewed e-ticket event ever. Who's holding that ranks as of this moment? Well, that is the Geico 500. Let's get ready to go green in less than 3 minutes time. We're rocking and rolling. Punkari, Mitchum, Rodriguez, Garza, Downey, Austin, Goff, Wilkerson. That's your Elite 8. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also looking at having a community event. This coming up Friday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, being the Myrtle Beach 400. We'll keep you up to date on if that is happening. Why we're doing that? I'm calling races in person again. That would be the coming up Saturday, and the Saturday after that as well. So I'm going to be on the road a lot. The idea is, how much of Enter Night can we get in when calling races in person, calling races over the simulator? Let's check it out. Brett Punkari goes top of the board. Justin Champagne, no time just yet. Jonah Espy back there in 35th. Justin Champagne rolling around to the inside, slotted in the 43rd position as we get ready to go green. Beautiful sight to see cars on track and everyone hanging out with us. Want to say thank you to everyone that's dropped a like on tonight's stream as well. Andres Varas, Hunter Brinkmare, Frank DeAngelis, no time just yet out of him. Braden Mubbock, top of the board from Dover. Now, we haven't been to Dover in quite some time. As a matter of fact, this may be the first time we're going to Dover with the Next-Gen. I don't think we've ever stepped foot here with this car. So it's a brand new car track combo to start. Round number 2. We go to Bristol with the Gen 6. Round number 3. We are heading to Daytona with the Xfinity Series. Round number 4. That's going to be one heck of a treat. Lanier, super late models. Vargas, Walker, Austin, Downey, Garza, Rodriguez, Mitchum, Punkari, Braden Mubbick, Carlos Truther back in 18th. Christian Delgado's lined in as well. Lined in and ready for the action. Joey Stone on the inside. Braden Mubbick slow around the outside lane. We'll be talking to drivers all night long, ladies and gentlemen. We don't expect to have any more server issues, but it is something we do have to somewhat keep in mind. It's interesting how the server issues even happened last time we went racing, but glad the past is officially now in the past. Let's get ready to go green. Clock goes down to 0. Enter Night in America, feeling victories all year long. Let's go ahead and interview some drivers before we go ahead and get started. You know, we always love to hear what Frank DeAngelis has to say. Frank, it's a John. You got a copy?
Yo, what's up?
Would you like to explain to everybody why you were not in the last e-ticket? Or not? Actually, probably not. Most likely not. Sorry about that.
Stuff popped up.
It was interesting how it all went down, but you're back with NR Night in America. We're excited to have you back.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I'm excited to have you back.
I'm not excited.
Oh, come on, you can't say that.
I want to start winning and not getting wrecked.
Is it you getting wrecked, or is it you not being in position to win?
I put myself in position to win the Daytona Florida 500.
Okay.
And I got wrecked.
Okay.
I do admit I've kind of been acting kind of cowardly on normal nights with the whole stay in the back thing, so now I had some time to reflect and realize I need to just go
Stay
all
up
out,
front.
and if I wreck, I wreck. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be.
You can actually see me getting wrecked instead of hearing about it.
That is true. We usually hear about it more than anything.
Well, actually, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but I'm starting 24th. That's my first time driving the Next-Gen in about a month and a half. Yeah.
You're a fan of Dover. What makes Dover so different than any other racetrack?
Same thing as Bristol, but a bit roided. It's concrete. It ages way better than pavement, I think. If you watch any race from maybe 2016 to 2018, hell, even 2019, in real life, the wall was being used, cutting the apron off a corner was being used, the middle was being used. You don't see that at most other tracks.
Well, that is very interesting indeed. Well, we're getting ready to go ahead and roll on out here. And are you pit starting?
I missed the. I forgot to grid because I was talking
goodness.
to you. I was talking to you. I got distracted.
Wow, I cannot believe that.
It's okay. When you're ready to commentate the 35 car pileup into turn 1, you'll see me in the
really?
pits.
Really?
I mean,
I hate to break it to you. I don't think we're seeing that at all.
It's happened before.
It has happened before. Good luck there. Frank DeAngelis, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be rolling off in the back end. Let's go ahead and say those magical words, ladies and gentlemen. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Alabama 500. I cannot believe how great of an event that was. It is on track to becoming the highest viewed e-ticket event ever. Very interesting indeed. Mother Punkari, Mitchum, Rodriguez, Garza, Downey, Beck, Rowe, Austin, Adam Walker. Lined up, lined out. That's the top 10. The one to go this time by Braden Mubbick. Well, he hasn't won in quite a while in NR Night, but last time he came to Dover, he was up front leading laps. Was able to go ahead and shut him down. You want race number 5, ladies and gentlemen? Well, pretty simple. 300 likes, it will take you all the way. Mubbick, Bukari, Mitchum, and Rodriguez. Garza, Downey, back in row. To all the viewers that have come on out, we say hello and thank you. As we get ready to go green. More e-tickets are definitely on the horizon. More community events are on the horizon. But racing in NR Night in America is something that you will not see anywhere else. Jefferson Manchild dropping the $10 super chat. Excited for what we have right here, right now. Dover Motor Speedway, one of the more unique tracks on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, says hello as we light the fuse from Delaware. Mitchum, top side on Mavic. Big time move. Won't find his way off exit. They have the momentum to swing to 3. Inside Ford, no, inside Toyota. Outside Chevrolet. Mavic leads lap 1. He's given the preferred groove right here to Mitchum. The only thing is, that 42 is going to get the drive off. And up towards the outside wall. Garza watches on from 3rd. Rodriguez back there in 4th. They've gone nose to tail for the spot, but it's still wheel to wheel for the lead. That's twice the 42 has kissed the wall. Mitchum not giving any room. Mavic doesn't want him to have any breathing opportunities. With the drive off exit, give it back to the 42. Garza in 3rd. Watching on. Now he's able to see and kind of sniff out anything that could be amiss from out the top 3. Whoa, Gavin Austin goes for a slide. 3 drivers up near the wall. Jacob Wilkerson. I don't see how 3 wide's going to work much longer. Gio Turpin's in the mix. David Joyner in the middle. Carlos Struther makes his way through without any problems. Battle for the lead. Well, it's not really all gone yet. Mitchum half a car length of Braden Mavic. Sean Rowan 8th. Justin Champagne in 9th. Adam Garza and so many others have lined up back nose to tail. Great racing early on here from Dover. That was all wheel to wheel. The question's going to come in. What is the strategy? Is it maybe the tire wear? Do you start wondering, thinking, and worrying about the longevity of what you have under the car? For Braden Mavic, I don't think he's worried about anything but staying up front, living up front, and making sure he finds victory lane. Michael Mitchum's an interesting driver. I mean, it feels like just a year ago, nobody knew who this kid was. Well, we all know him now, mainly because he's run up front in NR Night in America with the Next-Gens. He's run up front in Contender, or should we say he's on the road to Contender, running up front in Road to Pro. He's done well in the e-ticket events. Mike Mitchum is someone you're going to hear for a long, long time in the iRacing community, and he's battling one of the best. Now, let's be honest, Gen 4 Xfinity does very solid. But the Gen 4 trucks, you don't see them up front usually, but these next gens, he's just learned to use it so well. Looks to the outside of the 42, looks to the inside, not going to happen. Adam Garza pulls away. Aiden Walker arrived on the scene back there in 5th. It's still wheel to wheel. Justin Champagne under a blanket. Looks underneath Chris Downey for position with Joseph Goff hanging on the outside lane. Every spot means something. Including if you want to go for a track championship, if you want to go for a monthly championship in NR Night in America, including if you want to be a part of the next e-ticket event. For a lot of drivers, they see Dover as that big opportunity where you can get the long green flag runs, and when things do go for a miss, you can go ahead and make spots up pretty quickly. There's Mr. Two-Time, Daniel Mosteller to the inside of Brett Bucari. Ford, Chevrolet, nose to tail. Mosteller, that iconic number 9. You're used to seeing it in red. This is the spec matte version with the purple pearlescent for the cherry coke. And when he won the Darrington Woodworking 4-500, we all said, hey, he's due. He's in a position where he's going to have something work at some point. But I don't think anybody really expected him to go back-to-back, minus most likely Jarrett. Because Jarrett Lundberg said, hey, he's going to be someone you have to keep an eye out for another big super speedway race. Talked to Daniel Mosteller before Alabama. He said, I know how to win on super speedways. Don't count me out. Well, the good news is we didn't count him out. He's in position right now to make up spots and enter that top 10. Jacob Quill is there back in the 10th position. Joseph Goff right in front of him. Him and Justin Champagne have gone at it consistently, but just has not been able to find a way around the Toyota in front. Already 13, maybe even more laps into this race. Working lap 14 out of 80. Braden Mummick, the race leader. Mike Mitchum in second. Adam Garza in third. Rodriguez in fourth. You're watching NR Night in America live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. Road Company, Aiden Walker in the Tootsies 99. And it's interesting how many people always ask, hey, what's the Tootsies? What is that? It's a bar on Broadway in Nashville. This is actually one of the nicer schemes that have been produced. I do love last year's scheme. Oh, trouble, Chris Downey. Contact with Justin Champagne. Slides up the hill into Goff. Holds on to it, saves it, we stay green. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, round 5, 300 likes. We hit that. We're on track for some greatness, I'll tell you. Goff to the inside, adjusting now for position. Will be for the 7th place spot. Now, growing up, Dover was always an interesting track. You knew how unique it was, but it was never a track, at least from the younger side of me, that I overly looked forward to. Well, because I was a Tony Stewart fan, and Stewart didn't have the best days in Dover until he finally got his second to last win in the Cup Series back in 2013 at this track. But recently with the Next-Gen, Dover has been a track to look forward to week in and week out. 18 laps in out of 80. And so far you see the top 2 drivers at the track are sitting 1-2. No caution just yet. We go up and down to see who's out of this race. Well, some drivers didn't make it very far. Joey Back, Riker Byram out early on. But I look at Sean Rowe and I say, hey, here's a guy that can get it done. I look at Aiden Walker. Hey, here's another guy that can get it done. David Joyner, who's now gone to the back end, was in the outside wall. There's Chad Thornquist, there's Frank DeAngelis. Pitt started as back in the 30th position. All still chasing the tailpin. Adam Garza has found his way around Mike Mitchum. Possibly an uncertain move coming down off corner exit. Let's go see. Mitchum may have gotten the wall at some point. This is the replay. Garza inside says, thank you very much. Let's not wait any longer. So that 8 machine has closed into around half a second, but running a completely different groove than Braden Mummick. Mummick's very much in the groove of where all that black is on the track. All that rubber, that's been built up. We saw Garza go way into the gray, all the way up and high out of the groove to get the runoff exit. Oh, big mistake down off 4, slides the rear end. We're starting to realize here at Dover, you gotta save that right rear tire because it's a bunny hill coming down off turn 4. Here comes Yahir Rodriguez with a move to the inside. Rodriguez is someone that is in the bubble of joining an e-ticket event definitely sooner than later. But for him right now, it's how many times can I finish up front to give all the admins the excuse of, yeah, give him the shot. He deserves it. Rowe back to 6. Champagne back in 9th. Daniel Mosteller inside Brett Pucari. Oh, check that. Inside Jacob Quill. Oh, trouble. Quill around. Wilkerson gets tagged and into the inside wall. Saves it from going for a full-on loop. We stay green. But for the Wilkerson team, it may be doom and gloom. That's a lot of damage on the left front. And I mean, a ton of damage. That thing is all just bent out. Wilkerson was having a fairly good run until that line of mistakes. Yahir Rodriguez, Michael Mitchum. There's Aiden Walker. On the outside, Sean Rowe on the bottom. Walker around Michael Mitchum. Jumps back up to the outside. Rowe in line. Will outside lane. Goff looking for a move. Not gonna get it on that end of the speedway. Mike Mitchum went from battling to the lead, battling for the lead all the way back in the 7th position. Lap for lap, it's been nothing but a downtrend for the driver of the 38. Here comes Justin Champagne to his inside, looking for that position. Sean Rowe wanted it. Mitchum up the track. Catches the outside wall with Joseph Goff to his inside. After this, ladies and gentlemen, we're going racing at Bristol. Do you want a night race or a day race? You can go ahead and vote on that in the live chat. And then after that, we go racing at Daytona. That will be a day race. And racing at Linear with the super late models. That will be round number 4. For Braden Movick, he has checked out and led what we believe is the majority of the laps. Yes, that is so. Has not left the first position at all. Wasn't happy about the e-ticket. Felt like he deserved that one more than anyone. Fortunately, internet and server issues caused the downfall of the 42, finding his 3rd e-ticket win. Handed it right to the 9 of Daniel Mosteller. 30 laps in here from Dover. We have gone caution-free. Kevin Champagne, Justin Champagne, started fairly deep into this pack. Have now caught with about 30 laps into this race, 50 to go. Up inside that top 10, but Justin's had to deal with multiple drivers throughout this run. He's had to deal with Goff, had to deal with Mitchum, had to deal with Brett Puncari. Kevin Champagne just first feeling it out, understanding how it is to go toe-to-toe with these guys up front. Sean Rowe, Aiden Walker, mostly in a checkout position. Adam Garza, Braden Movick. So we've seen a lot of passing throughout this field from up front and even in the rear. We haven't seen the pass for the lead just yet. Over 1 second, the advantage for Adam Garza. There's a lap machine to his inside. You see the speed difference of somewhat fresher tires. Yahir Rodriguez. Justin Champagne. 48 laps to go. How about Sean Rowe? I mean, here's a driver that does so well in the next gen, and then all of a sudden, you wonder, oh, how is he struggling the Gen 6, the Gen 4, even the Xfinity Series Stock Car? And the reason is the next gen is just such a polar opposite compared to every single era of NASCAR Stock Car racing that some of these younger drivers, they just get it. They understand how to run it so well. That's why you usually see Mitchum, Rowe, and even James Thurston go up there and make it work week in and week out. New to NR Night in America, love what you see. Feel free to subscribe, notifications on, so you don't want to miss a beat of anything that we have to offer. Just had a big e-ticket event. Very grateful for everyone that is tuned into that. But here we are for another night of NR Night Racing. Tuesday night edition. We'll be back next Friday. And we believe that will be a community event. If I don't stream this Friday, it will be moved to Sunday. So keep all of your eyes peeled. Oh, Brett Puncari. Swipe there on Golf. Mike Mitchum to his outside. Wants to make something work. Rose Champagne. Sean Rowe outside. Justin Champagne inside. 2 Toyotas keeping the dogfight alive, but they've allowed maybe 3 or 4 machines to join into this mess. Now they've really allowed Kevin Champagne to just sneak back to the rear. Look at Justin, he's just laying on him. This is the fight for the 5th position. Justin clears, Rowe to the outside. Kevin Champagne says thank you very much. I like to have my shot at glory as well. So both Champagnes have now lined in 5th and 6th. Bunkari has now dropped back to the Mike Mitchum machine. The battle for 8th. But Adam Garza has not been able to close in to Braden Lovick whatsoever. There's no other night like NR night, and you're watching it here, long green flag racing. People have been asking, hey, what makes all the nights different? Well, sometimes you have super speedways where every driver wants to join on in and have some fun. Then you'll have the e-tickets, the community events. But nights like this is where you look at the schedule and you say, oh, it is nothing about driver. It's just everything about, should we say, driver skill, talent, strategy. You're going to get the long green flag runs tonight. The best driver in the field most likely will win, including at Legacy Daytona. And why do we have nights like this? Because when you have multiple nights where things are different and unique, you realize every night is different and unique. 40 laps to go, we're approaching the halfway mark. Braden Lovick realizes he's in a position to go ahead and lead every single lap and win the first ever caution-free race at Dover. It's always great. You look in the live chat, you see fans that are a part of the Champagne clique, the Lovick clique, the Team TCB clique, the Moss Teller clique, the Wilkerson PBR clique. Oh, coming to pit road, Sean Rowe. Green flag pit stops are on. They were wondering when were they going to come to pit, and it looks like halfway is where they want to go. Rowe is in. There's Yahir Rodriguez. There's Aiden Walker. Your Braden Lovick, no look to pit road just yet. Rowe says, I'm just going to split it in half and go for the undercut. Goff, Mitchum. Mitchum on the outside. Bunkari wants to the crossover, back to the bottom. Ford Chevrolet battle for position. Bunkari in 8th. Bunkari in 9th. Goff back there in 8th. Stone, Brower, Moss, Steller, and Wilkerson lined up, looking to make up time. Jackson Byes goes one down. There's Sean Rowe just coming off pit road. You're going to lose a lap and a half to 2 laps when coming in. So if you do get an untimely yellow, you're just put in a very, very bad situation. There's Bunkari now. Rowe to the inside of Kevin Champagne. The big difference on speed is on display. Here's Kevin. Old, worn out tires. 45 laps to be exact. Versus Sean Rowe on those fresh stickers. I want to say about 2 laps, maybe even less. Garza still in second, has yet to make his way on pit road. And Sean Rowe, on the other hand, has caught to the back end there of Aiden Walker. Looks to the inside of the wheel to wheel. Walker up the track. Rowe goes on through. Yahir Rodriguez up into the outside wall. Gavin Austin is in. Matthew Brower is in. Gio Turpin is in. Marty Shamela, Adam Garza. Yahir Rodriguez. Kevin Champagne back in 5th. Justin Champagne in 6th. Mike Mitchum lined in with Joseph Goff and Brett Bunkari. 32 laps to go in this race. Mavic, Garza, they're all lined in. Kevin Champagne, Joseph Goff, Mike Mitchum. Goff up the track, Mitchum to the bottom. Bunkari, Joey Stone. .31 laps to go in the race. Braden Mavic, a huge advantage, about 4 seconds. I mean, he is out by a huge mark. I'm saying if I'm Adam Garza, come to pit road now. I mean, why not? Go for that undercut. You're not going to beat this 42 off speed. You're going to have to beat him off strategy. But staying out this long does absolutely nothing to making it work. Mavic, someone that could go all the way off speed. Maybe even tire wear. You're wondering what the strategy looks like. Some say they have to pit. Others are saying they may not have to. So let's go dial up that 42 and hear exactly what he's got to say. Mavic, it's a John. You got a copy.
Hi.
Well, you're leading by a large margin. I have to go ahead and ask you, do you have to pit?
Nope.
No.
No, we have like 45 laps of fuel left.
Wow. But what about tires?
Depends.
What are they looking like for you?
I mean, it's a little bit loose on exit, but everyone that's pitted so far is 2 laps down.
That is true.
They're not going to put 2 laps on me in 25 laps, so I'm just to stay out.
So you're going to stay out, but what do you think the tire wear has been like for you? I mean, you battled Mitchum, and he clearly tore his stuff up. I believe Mike Mitchum is all the way back in the 7th spot.
Yeah, his stuff is absolutely destroyed.
That's very interesting to see. You heard it there, ladies and gentlemen. He does not have to pit, but if you do have to pit, it's mainly going to be for tires. 26 laps to go in this Dover race that has mostly gone caution-free. Joey Stone up to 10th. Great run for him. Jacob Wilkerson back at 11th. Remember, he hit the inside wall at one point. A lot of damage there. We're at the point of the race where you start dialing up drivers, hearing what they've got to say while we continue to stay green. You look at Puncari, you look at others. You know, let's go dial up Brett Puncari. Puncari, it's a John, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I'm looking at this. You're not in the top 20. We're going to split. No, yes, you are. You're sitting in 8th. Tires, tires, tires. That's been the discussion. How tough is it there to drive in this position?
My pace I'm running normally is pretty conservative, so I'm pretty confident I can make it all the way out of the pit. Oh, hang on.
Oh, you're about to pass Mike Mitchum, who just slams the outside wall. And Brett Puncari, live on air, says, thank you very much, that's P7.
Yeah, but I'm pretty confident I can go all the way on these tires. I run pretty conservative. I want to drive like wild people, you know.
Well, it's gone caution-free. Do you expect it to continue that way, or?
For my sake, I'm hoping so. But if we get one, I'm pretty much done.
Trouble, Mike Mitchum, slide and save after making contact with Frank DeAngelis. Man, I almost ate those words. Adam Garza is coming to pit road. Is the goal for you to stay out all the way?
Yeah, I'm staying all the way. I'm pretty sure I'm good on these tires. So, I think it'll be okay.
Gonna be a lot of fun to see. Good luck. Puncari, ladies and gentlemen, he hasn't gotten a win yet in NR Night in America. He's been very close, very considerably. Yeah, matter of fact, there was a race he almost won that went caution-free. That was Circuit of the Americas back in 2021. Yahir Rodriguez, company to the inside. That's all Gavin Austin, but the speed difference is clearly on full display. This will be the battle for the second position, as Aiden Walker has now closed in on the driver of the 99. Kevin Champagne, Justin Champagne, nose to tail. Kevin finds his way around brother Justin. The 4th and the 5th positions. Yahir Rodriguez back there in 8th. Aiden Walker very much in that 9th position. 20 laps to go Now down to 19 from Dover Motor Speedway. We've never had a caution-free race here, but we always say if we get a caution-free race in our night in America, it's something to celebrate because it's very rare you see stuff like this. Can we even say ever? Delgado to the inside of Braden Mothick. Rodriguez right there. With Kevin Champagne out in the tail, Aiden Walker forced to come to pit road. He's not making it to the end, I want to say at all. So a race that now comes down to who can stay out the longest to win. I look at Chad Thornquist, he's 1 lap down. I look at the speeds, the times he's running. He's about nearly a full second quicker than Braden Mothick each lap. But with 17 laps to go and now up to the 9th position, he's in an area where I just don't think he will catch that 42. Well, anytime soon. He's got Sean Rowe right behind him. That went for the half cut. Rowe back in 10th. Rodriguez back 10 seconds to Braden Mothick. The 42 has just been lights out. 10 seconds the difference over second and third. Here's Kevin Champagne. Champagne, savvy veteran. Yahir Rodriguez, mostly new on the scene. Looking to make some great moves, indeed. Frank DeAngelis 2 laps down. He came to pit road at some point. DeAngelis to the back end thereof. Justin Champagne. Both up the track, sitting there in 4th. Frank looking inside. Oh, maybe even look for a peek to the outside. Justin keeps him at bay. 14, make it 13 laps to go. Bunkari in 5th, Stone in 6th. Mitchum back there in 7th. Shamela back in 8th. Look at even Jacob Wilkerson, the wounded Jacob Wilkerson going around Justin. But he did come to pit road at some point during this run to give him that opportunity. Very rarely do you just see an old school butt whooping in NR night in America. So when you do see it, you start scratching your head and say, how did that happen? Well, for Braden Mothick, he just played the strategy right and figured out how to keep his car up front when it mattered the most. 12 laps to go in the race. Chad Thornquist, 1 lap down. And then there's your leader, Braden Mothick, going to work on other cars. Rodriguez P2, Kevin Champagne P3. Look at even Dana Moss Sneller is coming to pit road. And with 11 laps to go, this is what you have battling for the 2nd position. Yeah, you don't want to see a caution at all if you're the 42. If you're second on back, you'd gladly like to see one. But for quality purposes, I don't want to see one at all. I want to see it go all the way through. Because for Braden Mothick, this is a feat very few have been able to do, and it's a great path that he continues on to possibly make the Power 5 for the Power 5 championship. Rodriguez under pressure. Car to his outside, Gio Turpin. Turpin finds a way through. Kevin Champagne looks inside. Rodriguez in the wall, and the battle is now for the 2nd position. Champagne clears. Delgado inside of the 99. Frank DeAngelis holds the 99 wide, and there goes Delgado on the driver sitting in 2nd. With a strategy call A+ for all those sitting inside the top 6. The only thing is, it wasn't crafted as good as the driver that is of the 42. Braden Lovick, a 13-second advantage with 7 laps to go. Champagne up the track. DeAngelis to his inside. Five to go from Dover. Punkari way wide there in third. Jams on the brakes. DeAngelis right in front of him, and this will be the fight for the second place spot. Champagne on the bottom, Punkari on the outside. 4 to go from Dover. Punkari is able to clear. Kevin Champagne. I don't think he's going to be able to get him off exit. You see DeAngelis forced to stick with a wheel. Now it's 4 to go. Braden Lovick, 15-second advantage. Comes across the line with 3. And for Kevin Champagne, if he wants that second spot, this is what he's got to do. Joey Stone, career day for him on an intermediate, or should we say a traditional oval that's not a super speedway. 4th, how about that? 2 to go for the Savvy 42. As he wants to lap nearly the entire field. I don't believe he's going to be able to do it. But boy, what a run has he had. Punkari to the inside. Walker to the outside. Difference on speed. Punkari wants to lock in the spot that he currently has. Santa Blanca, 1 to go from Dover. Did you have this track going caution-free tonight? I sure as heck didn't. Did you have Braden Lovick having the perfect race? I didn't either. He goes 80 for 80 on lap sled as he comes off turn number 4 to take the checkered flag from Dover, Delaware. Braden Lovick wins it. Punkari ahead of Kevin Champagne by a wide margin. He will come home second. Joey Stone inside. Battle to the start-finish line. Stone P4, Champagne P3. That's a great day for Joe right there. He can back it up, possibly with the first win tonight. The only question is, well, if Dover went clean, what does Bristol have to offer? Ladies and gentlemen, Braden Lovick wins it, and our night in America feeling victories all year long. Braden Lovick is a John, you got a copy.
Hell yeah, brother.
Heck yeah, 80 for 80. I don't think that's ever been done.
Well, not here.
Well, we've never had a caution-free race at Dover. Were you worried about one coming late?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, like I was hanging on for dear life these last about 25 laps.
Really?
Like I was sideways on exit. Like it was pretty bad.
I thought it was an interesting race. We don't need, and I always say this, we don't need wrecks to make a race good. If you get a wreck, it's like, okay, stack them, you know, it's a part of racing, I get it. But for you just went out there and showed them how it was done very, very quickly. But clearly it was all on edge because we didn't know who was going to go around. And luckily, no one did.
Yeah, I was really happy with that. When about 2 guys behind me pitted, I was like, with about 25 to go, I was like, okay, I might have to be pitting in this race.
Really?
And then I realized, then when I saw that they came out, like, they lost 2 laps to me. Like, they were 2 laps down after they pitted. I was like, okay, they're not making up 2 laps in 20 laps. This is not possible. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna stay out. And at the end of the day, I put 17 seconds on the entire field.
What
so
is
and only
with
left
you in this racetrack? I mean, you won here in the Gen 4. You've won here, I think, also possibly in Xfinity. No, maybe Joe won that one. But you know how to run up front here. What makes this track so difficult for others to figure out?
I think it's just how sensitive the line is. Because if you miss the line by a little bit, if your technique isn't what this track looks for, you're just gonna destroy your tires. I mean, just look what happened to Mitchum. Like, he absolutely annihilated his tires after about 15 laps. So I don't know, I guess it's just precision in line, and also just I think it's the surface of concrete. I just love my concrete racetracks like this. Bristol,
We're going to Bristol next.
National Super Speedway.
Are you gonna sweep?
Probably not. You know, if Lane Sanders is in the race, there's always a chance.
Out.
Bro, I have been like, this happened to me 7 times at Bristol and NR. I've been leading and I get taken out by a lap car. Like, it happens all the time. It happens more often than it doesn't. So I'm just waiting for that to happen, really. So if that doesn't happen, I think I have a pretty good chance of winning.
Well, guess what? Session is up for Dover. Just bought it now. Maybe you can sweep the concrete tracks. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. Because right now, tonight, we're having a really good lineup of racing. Matter of fact, we're going to have to open this to bump day and limit it to 32 drivers to race. But Dover, Bristol, from an overhead, the track map is consistent. Matter of fact, they use Dover's track surface for the cars moving than out of the Bristol grandstands. But Bristol, everything's way faster pace. You don't have that big transition uphill. It's more of a into the racetrack and up the banking. What is the big worry heading to that track? And don't say Lane Sanders, because I know you just said that.
Lap cars. Lap cars is the big problem.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident in myself.
I did not buy the session.
Bristol.
I almost bought it with Next-Gen. We're doing Gen 6.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, it's actually like one of the easier racetracks. I'm not even gonna lie,
Really?
but it's just managing like how a lot of it comes down to luck, like where you catch lap traffic and stuff. So that has a big effect on you, as well as just not destroying your right front. Like, even though it's Bristol and we wreck all the time here, you get a lot of green flag runs at this place. So it's all really just about managing your tires and not getting just trapped behind lap cars. Like, I think that's like the two biggest things.
But something always happens here to the leaders up front. So,
I'm well aware.
A question I love to ask on a super speedway. I'm just gonna ask here: do you want to be leading early on in the race?
I think I do. I think I'd rather be.
You'll be catching the lap traffic first, so we
will
get lap traffic.
I always want to lead first because you get such a huge advantage on the restarts here. But yeah, I always want to be leading, even if it means getting to the lap cars first. But usually, I mean, as a leader, they fight you the hardest, and then they just let everyone else go. But
I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm so sorry to the viewers back at home. I almost bought it with Next Gen again. Let's talk about the Alabama 500. I'm still looking to add the session. Walk me through that race from your vantage point.
I was just chilling. What I usually do for the first quarter or the first third of Super Speedway e-tickets, I just ride in the back, save my stuff, because we always usually get an early wreck. And
well, we didn't really get an early wreck. We got like 30 laps in before the caution.
Yeah, but throughout the race, I was noticing there was a lot of blinking and jumping around from the cars. And the guys I was in VC with, they were saying that they were seeing the same thing. So, and also it wasn't an internet issue. I knew it wasn't an internet issue immediately, because again, I've been hearing all week that
session's up.
But the official races at Dago were also just the servers were dying and not really able to hold all the cars in place. But so I knew it wasn't my internet, because if it was my internet, I would have been able to be in Discord with everyone. Right. So it just so happens that the first time I pushed to the front is when the server blinked me out in front of the entire field, and I mean, it looked pretty dramatic on the stream, but I didn't get a lot of damage.
Gavin Austin got wrecked out of the race because of it.
Yes, he did.
We were like, uh-oh,
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I only had about a minute and a half of damage, and I fixed all of it, and then I think 15 laps later, I blinked again. I was just like, all right, screw this, I'm done.
Are you
I retired
from
the event with no damage, which is super frustrating. I just feel like I didn't even get a chance.
Are you surprised this is the highest viewed e-ticket this year?
Nope.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
the
surprised that
promotion
it
was
might
just better.
be? The promotion was really good. The intro that we did the day of the event, that just felt like Dega. So I definitely have to agree on that.
I just feel like the promotion like throughout the month was way more promotion going on for this event compared to the last one.
That is very true.
So,
well, Mavik, we're loading on in. Let's see what you got. Good luck.
all right, thank you.
Ready, Mavik, ladies and gentlemen, goes to victory. And now I get to speak to you all. How is everybody doing as we get ready to go green? So sorry about the delay. I'm putting the stream up. Luckily, we're ready to rock and roll as we speak. Session is up. Passwords IDK. This is round 2 of 4. That's guaranteed tonight. We get 300 likes. We get round number 5. 2 short tracks. One, would you call it Bristol? Not Bristol. Would you call Dover traditional oval? I can't even say intermediate. I said that earlier, but it wasn't an intermediate. Session is very much up. Takes a lot longer to load the sessions up since the new iRacing update, which is totally fine. I just let you guys know when I do buy the session so you guys can be prepared for that. But one thing I like about tonight is you only have one super speedway. And originally we weren't going to have a super speedway at all. The drivers actually requested super speedway, but requested Daytona with all the bumps and the humps. We are still looking at a Myrtle Beach community event this Friday. I'm not sure when the sign-ups will go out, but it could be coming out very early tomorrow or maybe even in the evening tomorrow. Keep an eye out for it. It would be just one race this coming up Friday. Why? Because Saturday I'll be at Anderson calling the action in person. And then Sunday, well, we'll be right back, but I will not be streaming. We'll be going next Tuesday. So only 2 streams this week. I'll be in person. I'm broadcasting 3 days out of the week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm broadcasting in person 4 weeks straight, if I'm not mistaken. From last week to this week, the week after that, and then the week after that. And I believe also for the last 5 weeks, the last 5 weeks, I have called racing 6 different days in person. Well, that's what it's going to be by the end of Mother's Day weekend, which is going to be really exciting. A lot of in-person, a lot of fun. That's why streaming is so important. Sometimes I pick card track combos, if you haven't already noticed, that get me prepared for in-person. If the racing style may be a little bit similar to what I'd be calling in person. Why we haven't done a super late model race at the fairgrounds yet, I have not the clue, because we definitely need to do that at some point in time. Well, the session is up. The password is IDK. We are loading on in, and we're going to get ready to watch the great race in action from Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, and they have filed on in pretty quickly. Let's go trackside. Kevin Champagne rolling around the racetrack. Cooper Phillips, Joseph Armstrong have locked in and loaded. This is round number 2. What'd you guys think of Dover? Surprised that there wasn't a caution? I'm very surprised, indeed. So it'll be the top 32 that take the green flag. Walker rolling around the racetrack. Jackson buys Kevin Champagne. Richard Cherry. Champagne goes for a stop. Max Swearengin. Gavin Austin. James Bomar. Jackson buys. If you want to find the session, look up my last name, Ramos. And there you would be able to find the session. Frank DeAngelis rolling around in the Freebirds Ford. A 125 lap race. Max Dinda. Kendall Carpenter. Carlos Truther, Gavin Austin, Yahir Rodriguez. There's Kevin Champagne. Three minutes left for these drivers to crack the top 32. And it looks like a good amount of them are headed home. I want to say maybe 10, 12 drivers won't be able to make the cut. Outside looking in, Max Donda, Sean Pena now on the bump. He sits 33rd, up to 30th. Don't know if it's going to be enough at the end of the clock. Kendall Carpenter back on the racetrack, sitting 42nd quick. Needs to lock in a time and quickly. Daniel Mosteller, no time just yet, watching on. Up and down the track. Mose. 21st quick. He can definitely improve on it. To the line. 12th goes the 87. Jeremy Contley. Parker Vance. Want him to make the show. Don't think they'll be able to. Landon Gentry is out. Austin Mitchell is in, and I mean barely. He sits 32nd, but it looks like he has an extra lap saved just in case he gets bumped. Gage Cognan to pit road. He's done. Gottlieb. $13.97. Joseph Armstrong, top of the board. Braden Holt finds his way around and back to the inside. He will not be making the field. Parker Vance has 1 minute to make something work. Gottlieb, 41st, back out on the racing surface. Austin Mitchell has been bumped. He needs to roll if he's going to make the show. It's only top 32. He's got to go right now. Sits on pit road. Christian Delgado is now on the bump. He's 32nd. Jeremiah Gottlieb. Outside looking in. He's 41st. Does he make it in? No, he doesn't. Justin Joseph, 24 seconds left. I don't think he's going to make it back around to make this field. Delgado is the last driver in as of this moment. The time to beat is a 14.418. 9 seconds left. Time will expire on Justin Joseph. Christian Delgado makes it in. Austin Mitchell, Jonah SB Jackson buys. Will say goodbye and pack the bags. They'll head to Daytona for round number 3 to see if they can make that race. 125 laps from Bristol Motor Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 2 of 4. That's guaranteed tonight in NR Night in America. Xfinity will be the modern day Xfinity stock car. That will be round 3. And super late model racing for round number 4. Let's get ready to go green. Joseph Armstrong. Lined up on the front row with Braden Mubick. as we get ready to roll. So let's go ahead and say those magical words, ladies and gentlemen. God, speed, drivers. Your go for throttle up. Well, Mavic led every single lap tonight. That was at Dover. But can he get it done from Bristol? Only time will tell. Let's get ready to go green. Armstrong on the outside lane. Mavic on the bottom. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in so far tonight to our Night in America as we get ready to rock and roll with round 2 from Thunder Valley. Let's light the fuse from Bristol. Joe outside lane, Kevin Champagne bottom. Wanted to get to him, couldn't get it done. Oh, Mavic problem down off 4. New race leader, Joseph Armstrong. He was right there for him. Kevin Champagne up the track. Looks to the outside end. Champagne to the lead, yes indeed, down off turn 2. Joe P2, Mavic P3. DeAngelis P5, Gavin Austin P4. Lined up down on the bottom. Mosteller and company. Quill and company. All stuck in a 2x2 position. Now this top 3 is what you want to see. These are the big boys right here that know how to get it done. Then you have Frank DeAngelis in 4th, Gavin Austin in 5th. Originally this was going to be an Xfinity Series race, and all the drivers were like, no, you don't understand. It's the greatest racing we have on the sim. Gen 6 Bristol, please. Just a couple laps in, and it's already proven why it is the best. Champagne, your leader. Armstrong 2nd. Braden Mavic back at 3rd. Frank DeAngelis trying to hunt him down, and quickly already has gone in the back end of a couple machines tonight. That basically due to the scrapes on the nose, but is mostly relegated back to the 4th position. Joe in 2nd, 10 laps in. Kevin Champagne took the lead just a couple laps ago. Has lined up and shown out. But can the 20 make the pass on the 94? It's going to be tough to sneak his way through. All nose to tail on the bottom. Daniel Mosteller back in 6th. Looks outside of Gavin Austin, just trying to see if he can generate a run. One car inside, Christian Delgado. Once again, if it's off the racing surface, you're just not going to get a caution for it. Multiple drivers, at least 1 lap down. Top 3. Still nose to tail for position. Schmidt in 15th, Brower in 24th. Joe is there to Kevin Champagne. Just can't seem to find a way to get around. I think he's taking it easy. He knows he has still a fairly long race. Last time he came to Bristol with the Gen 6 was a while ago, and it showed character development, race development. Same with the car tomorrow. You can't just go out there and mash the gas and expect something to work. Blink there by the 69 DeAngelis. Mavic on the outside lane. Look, peeked. He wasn't going to get anything anytime when he crossed over to the transition of the banking. Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet, top three. $18 out of 125. Kevin Champagne, your race leader. Joseph Armstrong in second. James Bomar to the outside of Michael Mitchum. And Mitchum wants to go, and that's the thing about these young drivers. They get all antsy. They want to go in and make a move. But Daniel Mosteller is just parked right in front of him with really nowhere to go with the driver in the 5. Bomar goes top. Mitchum looks bottom. Frank DeAngelis sitting and waiting. Still back and forth. Lap traffic on the inside lane. Joe running, coming down off exit and heading to 1. Jacob Quill, Michael Mitchum, Gavin Austin, very much in the mix. I want to say maybe just the top 5 are now left under a second of each other, but that's 23 laps into a race where usually you'll see them far and spread out. Bomar in 7th. To the outside, Michael Mitchum on the bottom. Left side, slamming the apron. And Bomar's been able to make that second lane work, just lap in and lap out. Continues to try to find a way around Mike Mitchum. He just can't be able to clear the Chevrolet on the bottom. Is able to now and locks in the spot. Mitchum chases him up the track. And Bomar, now just as quickly as we're about to say, locks it in. Mitchum now won't give it up. That was one of the big talking points in the USA 500, how you'll have it locked in, but Mike Mitchum will race you so hard. The drivers just did not like that, to the point they started lifting him up off exit to get him out of the way. And all that work that Bomar put on the driver in front, well, it's not going to mean anything. Joseph Armstrong second, Braden Mummick in third. Top 3 nose to tail under half a second. Top 4 under a full second. We saw DeAngelis blinking. Here's now the battle behind Mosteller for the 6th position. Mitchum's not waiting around. Now looks underneath the 87. Lap 31. Out of 125, that's the scheduled distance. Just 95 laps to go. Armstrong inside. Champagne outside. Battle for the lead. He's going to go toe-to-toe with him every chance he gets. Now how do you swing? Mosteller in 4th, Mitchum in 5th, top 5 under a second. Sparks flying off the back end of the 94. Now Demos wants to go up there and pass Mummick, but he's having to worry about Michael Mitchum every single chance he's got. Joe's there in 2nd. Mummick's there in 3rd. Mosteller is there back and forth. 90 to go. Watch this run. Joe's about to get off too. Closes the gap, but not enough to close back to the end of the 94. And this track is lining out already so much. Look at how much rubber has been built up in the middle of the corner. I mean, I'm talking from the outside wall to the inside lane. Early in the race, you could only run the bottom. And now you can run any lane you want. Costello under fire. Mitchum is up there in fourth. Giving the push to the 42. Bump. Do we see the run? Yes, we do. Wheel to wheel for the lead. Joe inside. Champagne outside. Can't lock it in down off turn 2. Get a lap car. Making that big difference. Champagne can't cross over. Joseph Armstrong, new race leader from Bristol. Marty Shamela. Good chunk of damage on the side of that 39. And now does Joe pull away. Movick to the inside of Kevin. Mitchum back there in fourth. Braden Movick. He said he was the best racer in our night in America. It also means he's got to be the best on the short tracks. Joseph Armstrong considers himself the best at anything under half a mile. Well, Bristol is half a mile. One of 2 short tracks on tonight's schedule. And you have the best 2 that they consider at the game. Locked in, nose to tail. Concrete racetracks. Showing great deals of wheel-to-wheel action. 82 to go. And don't look now, but that 38's closing in. Whoa, trouble. 1 car around right in the middle of the field. Caution's gonna wave. Jordan Herring has it parked on the banking. And with 81 laps to go, we'll see a restart. I was hoping this one was going to go caution-free too. Just the first caution of the night. I don't know what his plan is. But I guarantee the drivers up front are yelling at him saying, why couldn't you just get out of the way? Let's find out why. A great job of locking it up. He could have gotten right into the leaders. Watch again. 41 there of Hornish. Track, Herring completely misses the corner and throws it into the outside wall. Now, I don't know what the true intention was. I think the idea was just to get around Chad Hornish. In reality, he just put himself in a bad position off exit. Pit road, it's wide open. This should be the last time they have to pit all the way to the checkered flag unless we get a caution to throw some more strategy in it. Under yellow, Gavin Austin there in the 22. Kevin Champagne. Matthew Brower, Christian Delgado. Rolling around. Joseph Armstrong will win the race off pit road, and we'll have ourselves a shootout of 78 laps to go from Bristol. And talk about just the racing etiquette tonight. It's been outstanding. Let's get ready to go green. James Bomar is up to the 2nd position. Let's get ready to go green. Ruther, company. We'll have lights off this time by as we get ready to go back green. The one to go. Joe on the outside. Bomar on the bottom. Getting ready for the restart with 75 laps to go. Back underway from Thunder Valley. Three wide on the bottom. Mitchum saves it in the middle of the corner. Justin Champagne has arrived on the scene and fights to the bottom. Schmidt topside trying to hold on to it. Gavin Austin a blink. Oh, Kendall Carpenter ran way up the racetrack. Spark in the ground. And Lubbock got caught up in the pits. Way in the rear. He's got to make up all that time. Finds his way around Rodriguez. Looks to the inside of Carpenter. Knocks on the door of Mitchum. Joseph Armstrong, race leader. Mosteller in the second. DeAngelis back to third. Mavic up the cut. Finds his way back through an eighth. You got Schmidt, you got Mitchum. Still toe to toe. Well, how long does that last? One caution in this race. Frank DeAngelis to the outside of Daniel Mosteller. Gets one. Wants two. To the outside of Joseph Armstrong. Joe's going to shut the door on him. And Frank, we thought, may look to the inside, but had nowhere to go. .67 to go. Last time Frank DeAngelis went to victory lane, Charlotte. Last time he crossed the line first to get a win. And that's off the record, because it feels like a millennium ago. What I mean by that is at Charlotte, Gavin Austin jumped the start, crossed the line first, got caught for it. Frank just happened to be second and was awarded the win. But how do you outclass Joseph Armstrong at Bristol? Mavic's making up time. DeAngelis on the inside. Lined in with Joe. But it just will not work on that end of the speedway. Gavin Austin. Shoved by Champagne. Up the track, out of the groove. .63. 62 laps to go. I love the speed out of that 69, but I think Demos has got something waiting in that wake. He knows he's still got a little bit more time. Now 62 laps to go here is equivalent to, what I want to say, 30 laps to go at Homestead. And usually around the 30 to go, that is when you start getting really antsy and dicey. Austin in the back end of Mitchum. No, Mitchum in the back end of Austin. Austin in the back end of Justin Champagne. 59 laps remaining. Does Frank DeAngelis get his first win of the year? Top 5, top 6, under a full second on each other. Mitchum hounding at the back end there of Champagne. Demos, I think, just wants to keep them at bay. He doesn't want them to the inside whatsoever. Mavic look, the Mavic Pete. Mavic breathes, back to the bottom. DeAngelis, 15 back. With Joe still the race leader, but the question is, for how long can the 20 hold on to it? Mosteller looking top. He likes that outside lane. He likes the drive that he gets off exit. Mitchum, Mavic, Justin Champagne, man, Mike Mitchum just will not get off the back bumper there on the Ford. Has allowed the 42 to his inside. Champagne to the bottom. Two machines on his outside, ripping top. 53 laps to go. I remember Frank using the outside lane a lot. This is where he's going to start closing in on Joe. If he can just get that power down, great lap by the 69. He got it down to a 4-2. He wants to catch the Toyota, but he has to worry about the Chevrolet that is currently on the back bumper of his Ford Mustang. $50 remaining. Gavin Austin, Carlos Truther. Truther to the inside of the 22. Austin up into the outside wall. Mosteller underneath DeAngelis. .48 to go. William Schmidt, the closer, he's on the scene at 6. Mike Mitchum outside, and he's pushed and shoved his way through this field. Mavic puts the door on the 38 on the straightaway. Mosteller to second. Mitchum back to third. 46 to go. Kevin Champagne, Kendall Carpenter, and DeAngelis has now fallen back to the 6th place position. Mavic Mitchum wheel to wheel for third. I mean, he's trying everything to find a way around this 38. And he's just hounding on that bottom lane. Schmidt is there looking for a peak. Battle for third between 3 machines. Kendall Carpenter, Frank DeAngelis. Both drivers back toe-to-toe. I think Demos has got something. And 42 to go. Joe obviously does not want to see a caution. We've only had one tonight. Mitchum up the track. Mosteller on the bottom. 40 remaining from Bristol. Carpenter, top side. Oh, Schmidt. Nearly lost the rear end off exit. Holds it nose to tail on the outside lane. Here's Mosteller. Here's Joseph Armstrong. Joe has opened the lead up to nearly 2 seconds over that 87. And there, I guarantee you, Mummick's thinking to himself, I just did not have a bad stop. He'll be in a much greater position. He's not even closing in on Joe. He's down to a 3-2, maybe even a 3-3. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds the difference between the top two. 36 to go from Bristol. There's Justin Champagne back there in 9th. Carlos Truther in 10th. Jacob Poole in 11th. Matthew Brower in 12th. Marty Shamela. Chad Hornish back in 14th. 35 to go. Down to a 34. DeAngelis, Kevin Champagne, 7th and 8th. Joe, the leader, goes, puts Max Swearingen a lap down. William Schmidt off the outside lane, that's for 4th. 32 laps to go. And it's all looking great for the Triumph of the 20. He just opened it up big time. Swearingen 17th. One down, leaving 16 drivers on the lead lap. There's Chad Hornish. On the outside lane, Joe down on the bottom. I mean, talk about a driver that's just smooth with his handling, smooth with the wheel. Joseph Armstrong just poised to go out in front, stay out in front, live out in front, no matter the cost. Hornish into Pomar. Both able to save it. I don't think we're going to get an old school shootout. I think tonight the racing is just so much on the side of etiquette over just roughhousing and being aggressive, which is great to see because we know the next time we go enter night in American racing, it's either going to be a community event or a regular enter night, and if it is a regular enter night on a Friday night, it gets really, really aggressive. And this is also the battle for position. 15th and 16th, James Pomar, who started, or should we say restarted up front, has dropped outside any of the top 10 positioning order. 27 to go. Down to 26. Delgado 18th. Braden Mummick in 3rd. Mummick's going to close into Mosteller. I mean, Demos hasn't been able to gain on Joe at all. Finds his way around the 15 with 25 laps remaining. All zeros are down a lap. Keeping that in mind for the ones on the left side of your screen that see it. Rear line, that's on the top 10. There's only 12 guys left in the lead lap. Gavin Austin just went one down. And that is for the 13th position. Jacob Quill is next on the horizon, sitting in that 12th place spot. Truther in 10th. Champagne in 9th. Mitchum in 6th. Mummick closing in on Mosteller for that 2nd position. But if you would have told me earlier today that Dover would have gone caution-free and would be at Bristol with 21 to go with only 1 caution under our belt, I'd say you've got to be lying. But here we are. Quill goes a lap down. 11 drivers left on the lead lap. Mosteller P2, Braden Mummick P3. 20 to go. .19 remaining, one spinning inside wall. Heath Rutherford goes for a slide, gets it back, going in the right direction. We stay green. DeAngelis, Kevin Champagne battle for 8th. Remember, Kevin went up there and led laps early on. And now both in a position that I don't think they want to be. .17 to go. Champagne on the bottom. DeAngelis on the outside, in line for a top 8, but also in line to go a lap down. Carlos Struther in 10th. Armstrong on the bottom. What's wild is Frank DeAngelis at one point was to the back bumper of Joseph Armstrong and looking to take the lead. Now he's in jeopardy of not even finishing on the lead lap. .14 to go. Mosteller, Carpenter now in 3rd. Braden Lovett back to 4th. Kendall Carpenter slots into position. DeAngelis just went one down. And that leaves nothing but 7 drivers left on the lead lap. There's Justin Champagne. Mitchum, DeAngelis watching on with Justin Champagne as we speak. Down on the bottom lane. Joseph Armstrong. Back to the line, 11. Make it 10 laps to go. Delgado to the inside. No worry at all for the driver, the number 20. Dominating performance in race 1 by Braden Movick. And the 20 of Armstrong dominates the second half in Thunder Valley. Tonight's about etiquette, it's about class. Drinking some wine with your pinky up. You don't see it often at NR night, but when it does happen, it's something to watch. I don't think Justin's gonna allow Joe by. I mean, at any point during this run, he's gonna fight him all the way back. Max Swearinger on the outside lane. Justin gonna get to him. Puts in a big lunge. Was gonna go for a miss. James Bomar will now go 2 laps down after restarting up inside the top 5. 5 laps to go from Bristol. Carpenter closing in on Mosteller. Braden Movick back in the 4th position with William Schmidt. Gavin Austin off the outside lane. Four to go. If you would have told me the top 2 races tonight would be won by over 8 seconds, maybe even 9, I would have thought you were crazy as well. But when you usually have the best go at it, someone's going to find an advantage and just walk away with it. Today looks to be that day. 2 to go. Joseph Armstrong said he was the best short track driver in NR night in America. He's proven that as we speak. Salamanca, 1 to go from Bristol. Was stuck in a jam the first half, but after a timely yellow, was able to pull away to about 9 seconds to capture the flag in Thunder Valley. Joseph Armstrong does it in East Tennessee. Mosteller second, Carpenter in third. Braden Movick grabs P4. Armstrong goes ahead and burns it down. Well, it's not a Alan Quickie Polish victory lap. It's what Kurt Busch used to do back in the early 2010s. Wave at the fans and drive it all in reverse. Let's go talk to your race winner. Two races in. We've only been running for an hour and a half. Joseph Armstrong said, Johnny got a copy.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up?
Big time win. How about it?
Yeah, you know, I missed race one. And I took it a little personal, just the gap that he won by. So I had to come out here and do it a little better. I think, I'm gonna be real, he won by 17 seconds. And like there was like 5 cars on the lead lap or whatever it is. I think it's more impressive for that. Trying to
You
gas
won by
myself.
10 seconds with
I
6
did.
guys left on the lead lap. What is up with tonight? Why is the gap
Well-
so big? And it's not like we don't have what you guys like to call milkmen and plumbers racing. I mean, it's the usual suspects up front consistently.
There are some milkmen, if you know what I'm talking about. You know.
You didn't want that caution to come out with Jordan Herring.
No, yeah, I just gotten around Kevin, and you know I was driving away from Movick and all, and then the caution came out, and it was almost really bad. I got flashbacks. I thought I was gonna be like,
when I saw that, I had to throw the caution right away. There was no way we were gonna continue with with Jordan Herring stuck right in the middle of the field.
yeah, I thought I was gonna be like, I thought I was gonna end up being whatchamacallit, like Ryan Blaney or one of them guys that's always the leader at Bristol and always somehow finds their way to get wrecked by the lap car. And yeah, I thought it was gonna happen. Luckily I got through, and then after the caution, kind of just chilled for a bit. Movick and Kevin, something happened to them. They fell back, and I was like, well, with all due respect, I was like, those are my two biggest competitors,
Right.
And if they got to drive through the field, then they're not gonna have anything left when they even get up here. And luckily, you know, I was able to kind of set a pace and drove away after about 20 laps, and that was that.
2 races in the books. You know, we've only been streaming for an hour and a half.
It is, yeah, 9:30.
Can
so
you believe that?
quick races? Well,
Well, I mean, they're pretty.
quick.
I mean, 80 laps at Dover isn't exactly fully quick, and then we did 125 laps here. We're gonna
Yeah,
do
I mean, we
35
had one
at
yellow
Daytona.
here.
We just only had 1 caution in 2 races.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
I didn't see the field for race 1. I'm not really surprised, but at the same time, like for Bristol, I don't know. The field isn't like wasn't close enough tonight at Bristol for it to have like a lot of cautions and stuff. So I feel like it was relatively tame. I missed over, so I didn't like see it. But I think that just the lack of strength in the field is why we're not getting as many yellows, because guys are a little bit more spread out, which, I mean, it played to my favor tonight, so I'm not going to complain about it. But
Oh, very interesting indeed. Good luck for the rest of the night as we get ready to go. Actually, you know what? You want to say anything to anyone back at home?
Shout out to the people that tuned in. Shout out to David Watts. He's tuned in right now, and he's one of the guys that's been watching for a while. He's one of the people that I rock with, that I talk to. He doesn't race, but I want him to race. I want to get him in one of these races.
What's his last name? Watts?
David Watts. He comes in. He like watches the races. He has iRacing, and so he watches the races every now and then.
We got to get
like,
him in one.
the actual session. I want him to race. I think it'd be cool. He wouldn't be any worse than some of the guys out here. So, I mean, I think I run into people all the time in official racing and all. They're like, "Are you Joe Armstrong from NR9 America?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, if you're watching and you got iRacing, like, I welcome you.
Show
you know?
up.
Yeah, just pull up and have a good time.
No
you know,
duels.
well,
Don't worry. Don't worry. We will not have duels for race number 3. It will be all qualifying based. Xfinity Daytona Legacy. Apparently, we haven't done this in a very long time. I even thought this was going to be a new car track combo. Come to find out, race 1 tonight was a new car track combo. What do you like about Legacy Daytona?
I just like that it has character. I think it's fun. I mean, drivers talk a lot in real life and on service about tracks with character. iRacing doesn't do the best job of simulating like bumps and stuff, but I feel like when it comes to Legacy Daytona, that's one of the few tracks where like it's very bumpy. I wish it had a little less grip like it did in real life, where you could kind of spread out, but because of the package that we have with the Xfinity car, kind of keeps everything, you know, tight and hard to make moves, but with a lot of the bumps and stuff, it kind of allows me to display my plate skill, if that's how you say it. And so that's why I rock with Legacy Daytona. I love Legacy Daytona. It's like, it is my favorite super speedway. Of the 4 on the service, it's my favorite. And that's
Do you like
that's
iRacing
why.
Super Speedway?
No.
Not at all.
No. I mean, it's cool. It's a fictional track, so it's cool for like the one time,
Would
I
you
guess.
consider Atlanta a super speedway? You mentioned 4, and if you
I mean, I
consider
count
4
drafting tracks, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd count Atlanta as a drafting oval, as they say. So,
Well,
I mean, we're gonna try to go back to back. You know, I've been slacking a bit on the wins on the super speedways.
I picked the
even
wrong
if I do run
Daytona.
up front.
Oh my goodness.
No. Oh my goodness.
Oops. Do we back out or do we stick with it? I'm so used to just clicking on Daytona. Well, some people are saying just keep it.
I just explained what I feel, so you know
Well,
where
you know
I
what?
stand on this.
Let's see if your voice has any pull here. Let's see. Daytona. If they vote old or new, depending on what it is, will depend if we back out.
Vote old, chat. We're rocking with old.
We're only an hour and a half in this stream, so backing out wouldn't be that big of a deal. But
The old Daytona is the one Dale raced on. Dale wanted us to race on the old Daytona.
new Daytona is the one William Byron won on.
Yeah, but William Byron ain't got nothing on Dale.
Ooh, man. 63%
I
are saying
am Dale.
old. Oh, New's coming back. Oh, New just took the lead.
No.
New just took the lead. Oh, Old's got it back. It's going back and forth.
Come on,
Oh,
Chad.
New took the lead again. It's right in the thick of it.
I'm gonna be highly upset if we somehow end up with new Daytona.
It'd be New Daytona in the day
We've
as
done
well.
new Daytona. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, okay. So if you're gonna do, no, you should do old Daytona in like the hottest weather. I think it'd be funny. You know how like at New Daytona we had that one guy who
The
self-spun
thing is,
Shadow
it's winning by a
last weekend.
large margin.
Just make it day, I guess. Yeah, I'm
It's
fine.
already day. We got New Daytona day, so it's gonna be.
Oh wait! Oh
slick.
shoot! It's already up. Oh,
Yeah,
damn, you
that's
joined.
why. Like we joined
no,
it. Everyone joined it.
Yeah, just stay there. There's no reason to back out.
It's like we're not backing out, ladies and gentlemen. So it is that we're gonna
Oh,
stick with.
hold on, it's at 48:52. Oh, you already
I ended
closed
it because you said we're good.
Damn.
I
Oh, well.
waited for Joe's approval.
It ended at 69 votes. So.
Yeah, we
I guess we
could
kinda
have waited
had-
a little bit longer. We definitely could have waited a little bit longer. But we're here. We're ready to go. 35 laps. Gonna be a lot of fun. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Joseph Armstrong, ladies and gentlemen. He was live with us in the Discord. Let's get ready to go green. So, I owe you an old Daytona. How about that? That is definitely something that I must mention. I owe all the old Daytona fans an older Daytona race. Let's get ready to go green. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Welcome to the World Center of Racing. Time to lock and load. Leave Hopstead. Life Hopstead. I keep saying leave. I have no idea why I keep saying leave. But it is life. Life Hopstead. Jumping on the VIP pass. Very thankful for that indeed. So we're just reloading the overlays in preparation for everything. Why is he going so slow, you may ask? That is a great question. It's called the cheese. what the cheese basically is. You run slow on your opening lap to save the tires, and you go faster apparently on your second lap. How does it work? Well, what Aiden Walker's doing just there, just waiting it out. There's James Bomar, ladies and gentlemen. Rolling around the racetrack. As we get ready to go green. Round 3 of the night. Sean Rowe, Christian Delgado, 3 minutes left as we get ready to go green. Top 43 race out of the 60 drivers that have joined. David Joyner, Ethan Eckert. Lined up and ready to roll, Jefferson Manchild. Dropping down another $10 super chat. So thankful for that indeed as we get ready to run it all. Time to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching round 3 of 4. It's guaranteed here tonight. Once again, 300 likes. We got round number 5. We won't be streaming until this Friday, so keep that all in mind. Cars are rolling around. Who's on the bump? McKinney is out. Herring is in. Yaya is out. Ortiz is out. Movic is out as of now. "43 seconds left to go, ladies and gentlemen, and we're rolling from the World Center of Racing." Warnish, Jacob Brown. Chad Hornish, Aiden Walker. Locked and loaded, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to go green for 35 laps at Daytona. And I must ask, who do you think will find victory lane? Is it Aiden Walker? Is it Anthony Burrows? Is it Daniel Mosteller? Let's get ready to ride. See if we can talk to some drivers. I'm gonna talk to Gavin Austin in a while. Gavin, it's a John. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I do.
First 2 races. It's interesting from your vantage point, right? Only one caution. But here you are at Daytona, and you've won here before. Do you expect it to finally open up as a can, or do you think it's going to be consistent racing from what we had earlier?
I think it's going to be consistent racing. I think overall we'll have some great racing, great passes. I don't know. I qualified. I was ready to leave the session. Like, I wasn't even connected because I thought you were going to back out. So I loaded into the session late, messed up my qualifying lap. So that was nice. So I'm starting in the back, I think 32nd. So I'm going to try to work my way up through the field, get to the front, and hopefully win this thing.
Well, the top 43 come and race. You'll be starting 32nd. Is your strategy back there to stay, or do you want to run to the front?
I'm going to the front.
Gonna be a lot of fun to see. You want to say anything to anyone back at home?
You know, thanks to everyone who's watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. There's plenty of great racing yet to come. So just stay tuned, keep watching the stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks to everyone who's been watching.
Let's get ready to go green. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. You're watching race 3 of 4, guaranteed tonight on NR Night in America. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, as we get ready to tackle the high banks of the world center of racing. If you're just tuning on in, wondering where Dover is, that was race 1. Same with Bristol being race number 2. Already 3 races getting going within the first 2 hours of the stream. Race 4 will be coming very, very shortly. So check that, it'll be the top 40 racing tonight as we get ready to ride. Pace car will make the hard left on the pit road, and they'll be lined up 2 by 2, getting ready for the restart. Racing in April. Pace car makes a hard left on the pit road. Burrows and Mosteller. Walker and Armstrong light the fuse from Daytona. Burrows inside, Mosteller outside. Mostly everyone has worked into a 2 by 2 slot. No look 3 wides just yet down the super stretch. Now Adam Garza's got a lot of experience being up front at Daytona, including his Xfinity Series Stock Car. 3 wide now looking through the middle of the pack. Chad Hornish, James Bomar. Wanting something to work, but off exit, it's all Mosteller, the leader on the outside. Burrows on the bottom, Most leads lap 1. Tobias Matheson. 190 through the center of the corner. Now the Xfinity Series setup, the Xfinity Series package, night and day different compared to the Next-Gen. Usually have that giant spoiler versus this smaller end spoiler. More of a bubble with these cars, harder to pass. But with it being a day race, it will get things wishy-washy. You'll see guys slipping, sliding, trying to make something work. For Anthony Burrows, only thing he wants to work is that race lead. Has Mosteller rolling off exit. Has Aiden Walker rolling off exit. Aiden Walker leads lap 2. cheering. Mavic buys. Looking and peeking. So from what we're hearing is Braden Mavic accidentally got admin and kicked Ethan Ecker. Now those two don't have the best history together, so they're looking to see if we'll have a penalty for admin abuse. Mavic's not supposed to have admin in NR Night in America because he is not an admin of the series. Keep in mind what's about to happen. One in the grass. One spinning down to the inside. Jacob Brown comes to a stop before hitting the inside retaining wall. We stay green, 3 wide for second. Schmidt with a look to the outside. Riker Byram up the gun. What we're also hearing is they have patched rain racing with the Cup cars. So even if we want to do a rain race, I don't think we can do it anymore unless there's a new hot fix that we can possibly sneak in through. Walker leads lap 5 out of 35. Schmidt on top of the 42. Burrows, Garza, right in the middle of the field, riding on with Carlos Truther, riding on with Adam Garza. Mosteller, right in the middle of the field, stuck still 3 wide. There's not really a lot of places to run. I mean, Schmidt is way on that outside with the 42. And James Bomar is in an area where he's got Carlos Truther to his left elbow. He's got Adam Garza. James Bomar really just slicked, and, or should we say Bomar has Adam Garza and company really tight-knit all together. That'll be Max Swearengin towards the top half. 3 by 3 by 3. Now the last time we had a near caution-free race in an Xfinity Series run at Daytona, Talladega, or any super speedway, the big one struck down off turn 4, wadding up about 30 machines. We have yet to have more than one caution tonight. Max Swearengin slides. Christian Delgado, who went for a run to the inside after climbing the apron, saves it and keeps it pointed in the right direction. And he's not going to have a lot of time, though, to really catch up to this main group. 7 laps in. 35 the distance. 29 laps to go. Truther in the middle. Byram in the middle. Mavic, Swearengin, Gavin Austin, James Bomar. Burrows got him at the line, and that may have just been his first lap led all night. No, we're wrong. It will be his second. But AB, who's been up front in this 3x3, finally gets another one. Now, there's not a lot of places to run. There's not a lot of places to see. When you're stuck 3 wide middle, Carlos Truther sees this as an opportunity to close back into the rear of Dano Mosteller. He must even drop back to 5th. Sean Rowe, Max Swearengin, all looking, peeking, swing. .27 to go, Aiden Walker leads this one. Look to the bottom. Jacob Quill, Matthew Brower. One car struggling. That's the 18 on the inside. I don't mean just struggling. I mean really struggling to hold on to his race car. That would be Bridgman. Philip Bridgman on the bottom has not found a way up inside this top 10. But row 2 has dismantled just a tad, with row 3 being almost completely vacant. There goes Bridgman. Slides into the inside wall, single car spin, off the racing surface and re-disconnects. Puts it on pit road, we stay green. That's the thing about Enter Night, single car spins will not get you yellow. 26 to go. Garza Truther. Byram Reyna. Reyna in 11th. Oh, I love the scheme on that one. Stuck in the middle, throw back to Elliott Sadler. And once again, unless there's an incident that is race impacting, then the yellow will be thrown. But single car spins, you won't see it. And the big reason is you don't have to check in on the driver. Usually when there's a single car incident, they put it on pit road, off the racing surface, so the race in action can stay consistent. But in this case, obviously there's no need to bring out the AMR safety team. 3 wide again, Schmidt hugging top. Burrows right to the lead. He's got a good mate here in Adam Garza. I mean, Garza's just been right with him. Every chance, every opportunity. Just stuck with him. Garza in second. Walker in third. Max Swearingen in fourth. Truther in sixth. Looking, swing, shuffling. Walker. Swipe to the inside in front of Anthony Burrows. .23 to go from Daytona. And now we have to ask you, for everyone hanging out, does it go caution free? Because it's crazy that we've gotten to this point of the night already. This is race 3. And somehow, some way, we've only had 1 yellow. That being at Bristol for a car stuck in the racing groove. Walker to the lead, Burrows on the bottom. Adam Garza has slotted in on the bottom. One spinning, Carlos Truther. Way down to the inside, gets it collected completely, has lost the tailgate on that 39. He can bring it to pit road. If he parks in the middle of the track and we get a caution, he will be penalized. Gets it collected, we stay green. Let's go see what happened. Got loose, right in the middle of the field. Watch it once more. But once again, not race impacting. We'll see. It depends on how many guys involved in the misjudgment. One spin inside. Bomar brings it to pit road, but he was able to full on go right through with it. That means one thing, we stay green. Wow. They didn't take cars out, he went for a loop. Down to the apron, off the racing surface. James Bomar was able to throttle through pit road and hold on to the main draft. And our night is just different. Hey, and you would say, oh, but NASCAR, they would have thrown the yellow in. Yes. That is true. But guess what? Enter Night in America plays the rules just a little bit differently. 20 laps to go. Now the reason why is because when you get a caution, cautions breed cautions, and you don't want to hurt the race flow. When you have an opportunity in the simulator, racing in person and racing in the sim, they're similar and different at the same time. You have the opportunity to keep the flow going. And if you look at trends, I wouldn't say it's over for Carlos Truther. So if you know Daytona and Enter Night, once you got 10 to go, all eyes must be glued to that screen, because when it goes down, and I mean in a hurry. Moss Zeller leading on the bottom. Garza right with him. Matheson in 10th, Reina in 5th. Rowe up near the outside wall. Lined up and loaded. David Bell drops a $5 super chat, says need to kick that people's chump. Whoa. For picking on younger drivers. Acting like a mental prick. How about that? David Bell not happy with Braden Mummick currently. Trouble in the rear. One goes for a slide. Jackson buys, and that will bring out the yellow for the first time. Parker Vance. David Bell's getting likes. How about that? You can like super chats. That is very, very interesting. Parker Vance. A lot of damage on his machine. Puts it behind in the caution wave. Let's see it again. To go. That's a big stack up. So we're working on penalties for this race. We weren't able to fully see what happened, and well, you see it there going around. That being Parker Vance went down the apron. Man, Chad Hornish nowhere to go, just right into him. Zachary Trevino. Pena may have gotten a piece of it. And when the dust all settled, there's just a couple machines stuck on that outside wall. So penalty report, due to Braden Mummick kicking a driver for no apparent reason. He'll be given an L1 penalty. And you may be saying, why not L4 and L5? He's run most of the race. And he'll be given an L1. This is the first time I've ever said this, for admin abuse. So he will drop to the tail end. Doing with this aero package, and including with how this car races here, where you can get stuck in a jam 3x3. If he wins this one, well, must be something very, very interesting. Well, you'd have to go from the rear to the front. So for all the Ethan Eckert fans, there's justice, but not probably in the way you'd expect it. You know, most of you wanted the L5, or at least the L2, bare minimum. But with us restarting with 15 laps to go, Braden Mummick will have to go from the back to the front. And it's not the back of a 17 laps to go race with it's only like 25, 28 guys racing. There's still, from what we're hearing, at least 36 guys running of the 40 that took the green flag. So it's going to be one heck of a drive from the back to the front. Do you agree with the L1 or not? Really curious to see what the chat says. I know Braden Mummick fans are going to say that's not right, because if you're going to L1, we should have done it earlier, but we did not obviously get the opportunity because the caution didn't come out. Originally, it was going to be an L2 drive-through, and still wondering how he got admin. First, I was wondering if another admin gave it to him, but somehow it was automated to have him have it. But we'll see how this all lines up. The opinions will be very opinionated down in the chat below, which is great. I love when you guys go and speak your mind, because we got 15 laps to go from Daytona. So L1 to the rear for Braden Movick. Let's get ready to go green. Chevy on the bottom, Chevy on the outside, Toyota, Chevrolet row 2, Toyota Ford row 3, Ford on Ford back in row number 4. As we come to the conclusion of this race, just the second caution of the night. Locked and loaded. As we get ready to go green, 15 laps of action. Jaden Reyna, your race leader. You're just coming in looking for Dover. Round 1 that was. So later on the stream, we had Dover, Bristol, and this is race 3 of the night, being Daytona. You did our night in America. Want to find a place to watch great racing action every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday? Subscribe, notifications on. You will not want to miss a beat. Crowd on their feet just once more. Back underway from Daytona. Jefferson Manchild dropped the $10 super chat saying Movick was unsportsmanlike for abuse of power. Mosteller thundering to the lead on the outside. And look now, but Tobias Matheson is in this group. Looking for his first win in our night in America, and who arrived on your screen? Joseph Armstrong in the 22. Bridgman, the only driver from what we're hearing, truly out of this race. 39 drivers left running. Around 30 left on the lead lap. 14 to go from the World Center of Racing. And don't look now, but Jaden Reyna's got company. On the inside, and has one goal, move forward. He's not going to be able to, as the 15 of Max Swearingen swipes down. To the inside goes William Schmidt. To the inside goes Mosteller. Schmidt switches to the outside and thunders to the lead. Runs middle. David Joyner on the bottom. Look at Schmidt trying to keep Walker at bay. "13 laps to go. Three by three, Joyner on the bottom. Quill stuck in the middle with very few places to run. I think Demos is loving what he sees right here. He's in the middle. It's been a very clean race. It's been a very clean night. What can he do to not just stay up front, but see the checkered flag without seeing the yellow in front of it? He's going to need some power. He's going to need a lot of push from these drivers behind. 12 to go from Daytona. Schmidt in the middle. Mosteller on the bottom. Max Swearengin, William Schmidt. Still 3 by 3. They're stuck in that jam. You can see Joe wants that third lane to move. Max Swearengin inside with the one arena. Gets slammed, trouble, 4 wide. Jacob Quill throws the 81 of Garza on the outside wall, and the caution's gonna wave. And there's the damage. Adam Garza has smoke piling out of that Chevrolet. And that looks to be it. It's definitely going to be an interesting one to watch back on. I think he forced Quill 4 wide and then comes up into that number 1 machine. Watch it again. He's tucked in line. Quill does slap the track. This may all be on Adam Garza. Bold move, and that's what you want to see, but you tap him once, you tap him twice. Can't go 4 wide unless you know how to hold it 4 wide, and in the case for Adam Garza, he did not. And it ended his race. Jacob Quill gets through. He has damage on all ends, but all 4 wheels are still pointed in the right direction. Wow, caution out, second time. The most cautions we've had in one race tonight. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to spark a restart. Let's go chime in with some drivers. Matter of fact, let's go talk to your race leader, that of Max Swearengin. Max, this is John. You got a copy?
Oh, hi, hello.
You're leading. How about it?
Yeah, I have to honor the fallen Arizona Coyotes.
I knew you were going to mention that. I just knew it.
Because they are no longer a hockey team, and I'm very upset.
I think they're going to come back, though. I think they're going to pull the Cleveland Browns. Have full expectations of that. We know playoff hockey is on right now. There's a lot of hockey fans in the chat below. Oh, they got 2 minutes and it's 2-2. Hey, someone's got to keep me updated on the Florida Panthers game. I'm a huge Panthers fan, if you didn't know.
Let me acknowledge, your Nashville Predators also play tonight too here. Actually, they play right now.
I like the Preds. The Preds are my number 2 team in hockey, I'm going to be honest. Just because I love the stadium, I love that fan base. As going to the Bridgestone Arena as a Panthers fan, I got to scream, shout. They would talk to me about being a Panthers fan too, like they were actually curious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the greatest fan base in all of hockey, the nicest ones as well, Nashville, Tennessee. Gotta give it to them. They're amazing.
Yes,
I'm still a Panthers fan.
The only good thing Nashville has done.
Well,
besides other things.
Now it looks like they're going to be headed to overtime. I don't think they're going to sweep the Lightning, but I still think, pause up, baby. It's going to happen. You got 9 laps to go this time by. What's going to happen for you?
I'm going to snap to the 8 and kill the whole field. I don't know. I want to lead lines. I just want to have fun. I want to finish the race. And hopefully...
Finish the race? What about win the race? You're in first.
I want to win. I want to win, but I don't think I will because the field behind me is really good, and I'm very washed up. So, plate racing is all luck, and I'm just lucky to be first and lucky to lead laps right now. So, yeah.
Gonna be a lot of fun. Hey, lock and load.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Max Swearengin, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car hard left on the pit road. We line up 2 by 2 by 2 to get the restart from Daytona. James Bomar back in 10th, lined in on the outside lane. Gavin Austin, race leader, Max Swearengin slides to the bottom of the track. Here comes Moss. Stellar 3 wide top with Joseph Armstrong. Most with a power move on the outside. Eight laps to go. Trouble. Schmidt, does he save it? They do not. Armstrong's involved. Braden Bovik's involved. The big one strikes with 8 laps to go. Carlos Truther. Brena, Rowe, and so many others pile in late. How about it? Xander McKinney involved, and that'll be the 3rd caution of this race. 4th in the last 3 races. That's going to be one heck of a watch back, I do say so. Look at that. They were 3 wide going for the lead. It all started in the back row number 2. See, Joe was struggling to hold on and may have gone clipped. Was it James Bomar that was all over him there in that 20? No, Joe was just struggling to hold on to it. Got loose off the tri-oval. And what I mean, this thing came apart, absolutely just shredded apart. Look at the damage on the 42. Schmidt up into the outside wall. Tobias Matheson. Christian Delgado just rode a wave of cars. Carlos Truther nailed the outside wall. Watch this. Oh, got slammed in the back. And just collects the 49. Different view. Calamity strikes at Daytona. A mostly clean night. Sees its first big one. With 6 laps to go, that beautiful 40-car field we had has definitely gone amiss. Multiple machines now. Multiple laps down. There's Sean Pena. William Schmidt is stuck. This is 14th. Carlos Truther, 15th. You see the damage on Braden Mubbick. We're going to have little to no machines left running at the end of this race. Unbelievable. There's Reyna. There's McKinney. There's Ortiz. And when you have a strong, clean race, at some point, it will just snap apart. And oh boy, did it. 14 drivers now left on the lead lap. 15th on Backer on pit road. And possibly 1 or more laps down. I don't think I think Walker will be able to get back out there. He does. William Schmidt is done for. He's not getting back on the track. Carlos Truther may be able to get back out if we see 1 more caution. There's the James Bomar machine. You saw Sean Rowe back there in the 20. Carlos Ortiz is junk. That's, nope, should we say not? Damage to the left side. Should be able to get back out there. Tobias Matheson has seen damage. Sean Rowe, there's his 20 machine. Still no nose, or should we say hood, on his car. And we will be ready for a restart. After this, we go super late model racing from Lanier. That is a free track if you have the super late models, so do keep that in mind. 4-lap shootout from Daytona to make this race official. Who's it gonna be? I mean, there's no one left running. There is nobody left running after that wreck. running it back. Brown Jones, Denton Truel. Marty Shimela. Outside row 2. Mosteller. Snuck through the carnage. And in position. 300 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We see round number 5. If you're new here tonight, have yet to drop a like, do so. It could be one heck of a comeback, and you, the viewers, get to vote on where we go. Pace car will make the hard left on the pit road. Swearingen, Austin, 4 to go at Daytona. Eyes Benton cheering. A lot of separation from this group to the last. Austin on the outside with Marty Shimela. Swearingen on the bottom with Gavin Austin. Swearingen on the bottom with Mosteller. Buys Truel. Burrows in the mix. 3 to go for the World Center of Racing. That second group, if they want to win, they got to close in quickly. Max Swearingen inside. Slammed in the back up by the Chevrolet. Forward on the outside lane, Marty Shimela is just tucked in line. And something's got to work here. Something's got to go right. Buys Truel, Cheery, swapping, swing. Trying to find the right move. Max Swearingen to the lead. Now does he hold the inside lane or does he jump to the outside? We've seen guys go up there when they get the opportunity. But he's going to stick with most. 2 to go. Aiden Walker on the scene. Back there in 10th. His first objective right now has got to be make a third lane because this 2x2 back there is not going to cut it. And when you're Anthony Burrows, when do you elect to go top? Walker peeking out of line. Burrows thinking about it. I think AB's got to go up there. He's got to go up to that 93 at some point. Maybe the runoff exit. This race is going to be official. Salamanca, 1 to go from Daytona. Joyner's going up there. He's thinking about it. Marty Shimela tucked in with Gavin Austin. Truel looking for a move. Austin outside, nose out in front of Swearingen. Shimela tucked in, still no move. It's got to go now. Joyner to the outside. Not going to get a helping hand. This is going to be the finish for the World Center of Racing. Max Swearingen leads off for Mosteller Daylight. Race to the checkered flag. Max Swearingen wins for the World Center of Racing. They're calling 4 1,000ths of a second over Gavin Austin. And they wreck past the finish. Wow. For 1/1000th of a second. Now we gotta watch back on that one. It's just insane. Max Swearengin in the Adidas Arizona Coyotes Toyota wins it in Daytona. Third different winner of the night. Beautiful crowd on hand. Round 4 right after this. You want to see round 5, 300 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Have to close in on that to get it. But it's Toyota reigning at the beach. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Swearengin will burn it down on the start finish line. That was awesome. What a race. Gavin Austin wins at, Max Swearengin wins at Daytona. Max, this is Sean, you got a copy.
I did it for the Arizona Coyote fans that remain in the U.S. world. I'm very proud of myself. I thought I did a master Lostello, aka Dirty Deepest.
It was a great race. Only 3 cautions. We've only had 4 cautions on this night. Talking about how clean the racing has been and how that big one just shaped up the finish.
I didn't even know there's a big one, to be honest with you.
What?
Like, I didn't know.
Did you not look in your mirror and saw all that blank space? I mean, it took out at least 25 drivers.
What lap are we talking?
What do you think the last caution?
Oh, I mean, I
when
saw
everyone
it,
behind you got torn apart.
Oh, I saw it, but I mean, I was in front, so it didn't bother me. I mean, I guess it fixed a lot. You can't really do anything with this plate package. I'm not a personal fan of it. That's just me. But
I'd be a fan of it if I wanted it.
I mean, you can be a fan all you want. I just thought that you couldn't really do much with it. That's me. That's why everyone was so packed up in line on that last run to the finish. And then the only way there's gonna, even that move I tried to do. I guess the big one did shape up a lot because it took out a lot of other good contenders. But then that run to the line, though, it's all about timing the run, I guess. I timed my block against Demos well, and I somehow saved the car that I had to go up and try to give Gavin space, and then Jackson came down. So
yeah, I don't think Shamar.
Yeah.
I think Gavin was really mad at Shimela.
Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad at him. Trust me. I was in there talking to him. He's not the.
Try to time it
person.
exactly to see what the finish was. I mean, it was dead close.
Was it really? I couldn't see it.
They called 4 1/1000s between you and him.
Taking a look.
But you got him at the line.
Oh, that. Well, I wanted a photo finish. That's pretty cool. I'm literally 4,000s. It was 4,000s. All right. Win number 2 on the year. I'll gladly take it.
Well, big time win.
Yep.
When are we gonna see another e-ticket, man?
It all depends on. My
I know you want to do
schedule.
Indy. If we do Indy, we want to do
what?
Indy.
We want to do Indy.
We want to do.
I would love
Indy.
to. I would love to do Indy. I would love to do a lot of things.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. The Alabama 500 is on track right now to be the highest viewed e-ticket event. I think Indianapolis would blow it out. I'm gonna be honest.
It would. Are we talking IndyCar?
IndyCar and Indy, yeah.
Oh, then sign me up if we do it, bro. I am down. I would love to do it.
Still looking for a sponsor, by the way. If you want to sponsor the Indiana 500,
I think
link
the
to that
Arizona
is
Coyotes
in the
would love to
description
sponsor
below.
them.
The link, my email is in the description below to join that. All right, hey, big win from Daytona. You're joining the Super Lates, right? Because you used to beg for Super Lates way back in the day.
No, I'm up past my bedtime. I have work at 5 in the morning.
That's true. I heard about that. Are you working the same place now?
I work at a completely different place. I have to be up at 5:30 in the
You
morning.
didn't tell
every
me
day.
that. How about that?
I've been.
Do you
I've
like your
told you
job?
this. Yes. I had to write someone up today for it.
Whoa.
Okay, if I say what my job is, people are gonna be like,
Okay,
oh,
just say
you
the
can-"
story then, because we're putting the session up, and who doesn't want a good story
Okay.
time?
Okay, so my new job, I do childcare. So I
Okay.
basically, I'll put it blunt, I watch kids, but I'm
That's-
certified. So, shut up! This is what I was
I
afraid to
never
say.
said it was a bad thing. I said that's
I
fine.
know.
I was gonna say that's fine,
know.
but you stopped.
And then this kid tried to steal breakfast this morning. He tried to steal like a bagel or something. I'm like, haha, you're not doing that. So I had to write him up for it because this kid has just
You
been.
wrote him up.
Well, he tried stealing that.
snitch.
He tried stealing other food throughout the day too. After I wrote him up, like
Man.
he's been.
Dang.
Yeah,
Dang,
bro,
man.
Bro said I wanted food for free. I said no.
Did you tell his mom?
I talked to the dad.
Oh no. You know what that means? That kid couldn't watch Enter Night tonight. Are you kidding me? Did you
He
just
doesn't know
affect
it.
a viewer? Cannot believe it.
He doesn't know I do this. How is a fourth
You don't
grader
know
supposed
that?
to know?
Watch tomorrow. You're gonna go back here like, hey, I saw you
Oh
won at
my
Daytona. Yeah, apparently you didn't think the wreck on that final caution was a big one, right? Yeah.
Bro, the
The type of
how
person
the
that would
kid-
write me up would think a 25 car pileup isn't big.
oh my. you are blowing this out of proportion. They know I like racing. They don't know I do this. Nah. No, yeah, your one little fourth grade viewer that's already in bed by 8 o'clock is drastically going to affect your stream, Jonathan.
I don't know about that. He was probably looking at
I
Daytona and was like, hey, this is the one I gotta stay up with.
Oh my god, I'm getting spam ping people in Discord.
Hey, do you want to say anything to
No.
anyone back at home, though? I mean, we're just looking at this beautiful finish
yeah.
right now on our screen.
Shout out homie Anthony Burrows as always.
How about AB? He found his way through that wreck, too.
Yes. He's the homie. We went to World of Outlaws recently, so that was pretty cool.
Max
Go,
Swears is certified.
go
I'm not gonna say that out
follow-
loud.
Go follow Goose Motorsports on Instagram. I have a go-kart team. Go follow Goose Motorsports on Instagram. Thank you.
Max
All my friends are
Snitchigan. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Max Snitchigan.
Who said this,
Max
bro?
Snitchigan.
No.
Oh, that is the greatest line.
No, I'm timing you out, whoever said
No, you do not.
I'm
No,
not,
I will free him.
I'm not. No.
That is unbelievable. That is a great line.
That was-
now when you have to go write you wrote him up? Like, you could have just been like, hey, don't do it again?
No, because he's been known to steal stuff. This
So is
kid's
he, like,
been known to-
suspended, or did he get detention? Like, what do you mean, like, wrote him up?
Dude, I don't know. I turned to foreman, and they said, okay, we'll take care of it. And I get him, dude, I
You
thought
made him
kids
cry.
were-
Did you make him cry?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you
No.
better not make him cry.
He literally, the people were like, oh, hey, he's trying to take food. You guys should just, like, I didn't see it. I'm like, oh, great. Bro.
He was just hungry.
Like-
Let him eat.
He has money in his account for food. Why is he stealing it?
I don't know.
That's my question. See, man, I thought.
Well,
What?
you can't legally say his name, but,
Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
well, free our man.
No.
Let's just say his name's Jason.
He-
Free my man Jason, man.
Nah, bro. No.
free Jason.
Bro, I can't say that
Max
on
Surgeon
stream
wrote
either.
him up. He's got detention. He got his PlayStation taken away.
Hi, people in chat.
Well, the session is up. We're going to
I hope you guys are
Lanier.
enjoying. I hope you guys are enjoying my wonderful story time of work and what I have to deal with.
Unreal. I mean, it is a difficult task, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you're
dude,
just
trust
disciplining.
me.
You're going to be a great father one day, you know? It's discipline. It's understanding.
This is why I'm going to school and changing my degree, Jonathan.
What are you
I've
going to change
changed
it
my
to?
Education.
Really?
Elementary education.
Max, you know I
yeah.
have one more assignment to
two
do
more
before I graduate? This is it. I was going to
yeah,
get it done
you're-
today, but I
you're
might
take-
get it done tonight.
So what it sounds like is you're streaming instead of doing a homework,
It's due
which
Friday.
is not good for
Relax.
the break. Okay, and then that's
It's
when
due-
you do it
it's due
Thursday
Friday.
at midnight. That's when you do it Thursday.
I'm going to get it done because we might have a community event at Myrtle Beach,
Oh,
which I'm excited for, and you'll know on my
What car?
Instagram.
What car?
It'll be the trucks. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, even the community page. We'll be doing it. It will be Friday if we do it, because I have to be in Anderson. I have a question.
what?
Do you know anyone specifically that races in the CRA series? Because I
I
saw a
do,
certain
actually.
name. I saw a certain name on a certain form. And I went,
was his car?
My goodness. I said, there is no way this guy is racing. And if you watch NR from the dawn of time, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it because I'm not allowed to release the Ford, but like I have to ask you, is it him?
Does he run a certain car number that I think I know?
Have you spoken with him recently?
I spoke
Has
with
he
him
talked
recently.
about racing in the CRA series?
Just check your iMessage real quick, and that's gonna answer your question.
Okay.
1 second. Okay.
Session's up, ladies and gentlemen. We're super late model racing.
Yeah, this is definitely the conversation you have after winning an Oh my goodness. There you go.
Let me see.
Is that there? Is that the correct
I think
number?
that's it. I think. Oh my.
Yeah. I'll get in contact with him. I know who you're talking about.
Well, I'll be calling a race at Anderson next week. No, this week and next week. So we'll be back-to-back in Anderson. So I thought, let's get a community event going so we don't miss a day of streaming. And that's what the community events are also going to be for. If I have to like broadcast in person on Saturday to not miss a day on Friday, we just do a community event and make it interesting, make it fun. So we're going super... What's up?
I got your answer. It's next week.
That is interesting. That is very interesting. It's going to be a great weekend. Let's get ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's Max Swearengin, victorious in race number 3. We're out here in Lanier for race number 4. Super late model racing. We'll soon to get the form on how many drivers make it. It may just be a 28 entry list, which I am totally okay with having. And we have a good amount of super late models entering the field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go trackside for round number 4. The Florida Panthers have beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-0. We're going back to the Stanley Cup. I'm telling you, it's happening. It's happening. I said we as in if I'm on the team, but they are going back, and I will be very happy for it. Let's go green. David Joyner. So this will be a 100-lap race for the ones that are wondering. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Kyle Turzak, super late model specialist out of Virginia. Rolling around, hanging out with us. Heath Rutherford, Turzak, top of the board. Omar. Landon Gentry. Ethan Eckert. Brandon Stewart. David Joyner, Joseph Armstrong in here as well. Zachary Truel. Super late model racing is always exciting. I love calling super late model racing, pro late model racing, sportsman late model. The late model sportsman, as they say it. Never called a late model stock race before. But these are a lot of fun to go ahead. Watch, very exciting as we get ready to go green. Round number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Armstrong Mitchum. Mosteller Truel. Parker Vance. Lined up to the outside wall. So a good stout field for a 100-lap feature as we get ready to go green. Here's Mike Mitchum in the Ford. Stops it on the inside. Nathan Scott in the number 12 machine. stops, and that will be that for qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Kyle Turzak will lead us to the green flag. Buys and others are lined in and ready to go green. Welcome to Lanier, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to grassroots racing in America. So locked in with the 100 lap feature. As we get ready to ride. Chevy Ford, row 1. Chevy Toyota, row number 2. Let's go green. McConaughey Company all lined in. Matt Mingo. Mitchum. Lined up on the start-finish line. Now, Lanier is still around. It's just not in, I would say, race-ready form. They'd have to put some more walls up to get super late model racing here again. But late model racing used to be huge at Lanier. Matter of fact, they used to have Speedfest for quite some time. Speedfest went from USA International to Lanier and then to Cordeal, the third track for the historic Speedfest that has been around for quite some time. Brandon J. Stewart and others lined in. If I'm not mistaken, Kyle Busch has won Speedfest. I have that in my notes for this year. Let's get ready to go green. Lights off, top of the pace car. Let's say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. So we'll go green this time by a 100 lap feature. Turzak, Mitchum, Walker, Armstrong, Trull, McConaughey, Stewart, Austin, Eckert, Mingo, and so many others have lined up as they get ready for the restart. Or should we say, the start of this race. Let's light the fuse from Lanier, Georgia. Turzak inside, Mitchum on the outside. Door banging. Back to the line. Mitchum leads lap 1. I mean, barely he did. Look at Joe already looking 3 wide up the cut. Wanted the move, wasn't going to get it. Turzak parks it in front of the 38. Through goes Walker to the inside. Joseph Armstrong now stuck 3 wide for third. McConaughey is right there, watching, waiting, swing. Turzak led that one. Walker on the inside. Turzak on the outside, still wheel to wheel. But it's now 5 drivers well under a blanket, fighting for the top spot. 15, bumps Walker out of the way, and 3 wide for second again. He's not going to get away with that very often. That's twice now he's done something very bold, a bump and run early on. And parked it earlier on Mitchum's nose. Lap 7 out of 100. Armstrong in third, Walker back to fourth, 1 spinning. Zachary Trull. No, Brandon Stewart. Goes around in front of the 6 and the 9. Gets it back, fired up. We stay green. McConaughey to the inside. Walker on the outside. Kyle Turzak, the leader over Mitchum and Joseph Armstrong, but not by much. I think Mitchum knows exactly what he's going to do if he can close in the back bumper of the Chevrolet. I don't think it's really going to be anything pretty. 90 to go from Lanier. McConaughey in fourth. Eckert back to sixth. Walker is there and trying to really close that gap. Maybe even find a way around the Aiden McConaughey 27. Mitchum in second. 3-6 back. Wanting, waiting. I would say running out of time, but definitely time still very much in a on position. We all know Kyle Turzak is quick. We all know Kyle Turzak knows what he's doing. But Mitchum and Armstrong know we allow that 15 to get out way too out of front. It's going to be tough to reel him back in. Chevy, Toyota, Ford, top three, nose to tail. 85 to go. Walker back into McConaughey, sweeps to the bottom. Eckert in sixth. Heath Rutherford in eighth. So what can you do to go ahead and catch the Kyle Turzak machine? Well, setting a faster pace, that would obviously be one. But number two would be, hopefully, he tears the tires up and you run a consistent drive, just a little bit better than that of the 15. Well, the other one could be he catches lap traffic and they don't let him go anywhere. Well, that could be the case right now. Half a second the difference between first and second. But lap traffic, well, they cover all three lanes. Joe P3. Mitchum. Out on that inside, Kyle Turzak. Looks for the sneak on through. Oh, Mitchum! Outside wall contact with the lap machine, and the caution's gonna wave. That's his second super late model race he's now been in, where he was running up front and was involved in an incident. And with 79 laps to go, his race looks to be over. What a hit. And what a blunder. Let's watch again. The top view. On the scene, Parker Vance. Already had significant damage on the right front. I don't think I don't think Mitchum even thought he was there, or even knew he was there. He went right up the track, like the one wasn't even moving. Dang. Caution waves. With what was 79 laps to go, now 77. Kyle Turzak back around the racing surface. Let's go see if we can dial up a driver. Just now approaching hour 3 of this stream. Things went for a miss. Jim and Jam, it's the John. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. What's up?
Caution happened from your view, who was at fault?
Yeah, it is. You might want to lengthen this caution.
Yeah, we're gonna have to advance it.
Yeah, there we go. All right. I mean, the lap cars, you're usually supposed to kind of give way. I feel like it was just a misjudgment on Mitchum's part, where like he just thought that he was going to clear Parker easier, and just didn't. Parker didn't do anything wrong. Parker just kind of held his line. So, unfortunate situation, but I'm going to try to capitalize on it here.
Do you like this car track combo?
Yeah, I wish I was a little bit better, but, I enjoyed it. That first few laps was really fun. We were like 4 wide for a minute, so that was cool. But yeah, I enjoy it.
It'll be a lot of fun to see what this finish is all about. Joseph Armstrong restarting in second. Well, let's get back to the race in action. You just heard it from him earlier that they were 4 wide, 3 wide, making moves, and really just trying to keep each other at bay, but this field back reshuffled. What you have is what you have, and that's 73 laps to go in this super late model feature. Terzak on the bottom, Armstrong on the outside, back underway from Lanier. Terzak clears, Armstrong bumps the back end of the Chevrolet, gets a nose underneath and just lays on the quarter panel. Wheel to wheel for the lead, Terzak into the side of the 15. I think Joe's got to drive it in deep right here. Don't let him go. And now McConaughey's on the bottom, the battle for second. The legend driver is raced all over the place. Florence, Nashville, stuck in third. Another legend driver, Aiden Walker, back and forth with Mosteller in fifth. I don't think Joe was too happy that Terzak drove into the side of him. I mean, really didn't give him any type of breathing room. Will be 67 laps to go this time by, and Chevy, Toyota, Ford tucked in 1, 2, 3. But Kyle Terzak clearly the driver to get it done. But the ways he's gotten up front have been rather curious, should you say. Pushing, shoving, rubbing, short trackers. They're used to seeing that. But here in Enter Night, you can only rub, bump, shove, and maybe even dump so many times before a driver goes out and snaps. McConaughey back end to Joe. Gonna find a way around, looks to the outside. Yeah, he definitely wants that groove, he wants that edge. Wants that positioning. But just can't find a way to work his way through. Mosteller in fifth. Here's a driver that's won a super late model race or two. One from Phoenix. One also from the Oxford Plains Speedway. Lined up in that fifth position, Joseph Armstrong has Aiden McConaughey right all over the rear of that Toyota. Joe wants to get back up there and really fight with Kyle Terzak. He closes in on entry, but the big loss for him has really been off exit, not that time by. I mean, he royally closed the gap, maybe about a car length and a half. But Terzak, the savvy short track veteran, knows a way or two of finding his way around racetracks. McConaughey is there. Tight racetrack. Main groove all on the inside, but it's a wide racetrack at the same time in the corners. Quick laps already, only 60. Now make it 59 laps to go. Aiden McConaughey, Aiden Walker, Daniel Mosteller. Lined up, still nose to tail. No one has peaked out of line just yet. You look throughout this field, you got Jackson Byes back there with Brandon Stewart, Gavin Austin. A lot of damage on his end. Christopher Hooper in the Rackley Ward 25. That will be the lap traffic looking to come through. Aiden McConaughey underneath Joseph Armstrong, battle for the second position. Joe looks to cover. McConaughey sneaks through. Aiden Walker is there, as Armstrong may lose both positions in just a single lap. It gets worse. Mosteller is there as well. No one's really allowing him to get in line. One spun to the inside. That's the number 18. Lap machine. Usually you don't get a caution for drivers that are multiple laps down. Gets it back, refired. 53 to go. McConaughey was 8 back. He's now down to a 6-6. So has somehow found a potential to close in and not too bad of a rate. He's really getting Terzak on the backstretch, where Terzak makes up all the time on the front stretch. There's the difference between both the machines. Lap traffic. Oh, was playing a role there for the 15, not anymore. Oh, yes, it is. That's the number 12 out in front of him, Jackson Byes. 50 laps to go. Here from Lanier, Byes up and into the wall. Allows Terzak to get the drive off exit, 49 to go. McConaughey still closing the gap, battle for fourth. Joe up the track, Mosteller into the fourth position. James Bomar in the 9 is now looking to the inside. .47 to do it. Armstrong 5th, Bomar in 6th, David Joyner in 7th. Aiden Walker back to that 3rd position. See him trying to just play every little inch. Walker has seen a ton of pro late model races. He knows a thing or two about working around a racetrack. Daniel Mosteller finds his way around the 112. Kyle Terzak, now a lengthy lead over Aiden McConaughey, that being an 8-3. Now the lap machines have not helped out at all with that of the 27. And for Aiden Walker, he just wants an opportunity to go out there and fight for the win. So McConaughey continues to close up. Has to now deal with Aiden Walker right on the tail. Looking, sneaking, wondering. Mosteller back to 4th. Armstrong, Bomar, David Joyner, 5th, 6th, and 7th. 41 laps to go from Lanier. Tonight has mostly been about consistency. Tonight has mostly been about clean racing. We had the big one. We've had great side-by-side action. But what's really cool about Inter Night in America, you never know what you're going to get. We've had races where it seemed like they just could not stop wrecking. Then we've had races where it seemed like nobody wanted to wreck at all. Walker found a way around McConaughey. Got down to a 7-1, but still about 8 the difference. McConaughey now has to deal with Daniel Mosteller right hot on the tail. Oh, Joe. Slide off turn 2. Walker's thinking to himself, I don't need a caution to spice this one up. I have the speed to catch up to Kyle Terzak. He's down in a 7-1. In the middle of the corners, he's been able to get down to just a 5.9. 36 to go. Six the difference, 6-4. 36 to go. McConaughey loses a spot to Mosteller. Whoa, how about this one? Coco Mark drops, get this, 50 gifted memberships. So if you're watching, you will most likely get a membership, including if you've been talking in the chat. 6 the difference, 33 to go. Thank you so much, Coco Mark. He gave one to Doug Newbigging, Josh Kenyon, Freddie, Doug Roberts. Walker, half a second. Still in striking distance, still down to about a 6.4. He's so much better on entry. That's the big takeaway. And he's able to somewhat hold that advantage off exit. I don't think Kyle Turzak is going to walk away too quietly. And David Bell drops a VIP pass saying, thanks, Coco Mark. Way to go, Ethan Eckert. How about Ethan Eckert? Up there in 9th. We all know what happened at Daytona. Everyone had their opinions about it. He's backing it up with a 10th place or a top 10 outing with 30 laps to go. Walker, half a second, closing in big time to Kyle Turzak. And I always say this when I commentate at the National Fairgrounds. Coco Mark dropping 20 more gifted memberships. Gives one to I Have 40 Wins to Cheery, to Mike Brickman. We might be able to get a new icon because of him. That's 70 new members within about 3 minutes. And while he continues that, Aiden Walker continues to close in. $2.9 the difference. One stock to the outside wall. That was Gavin Austin. Jumps out of the way. Aiden Walker is there and is ready to fight for position. One outside wall. Brandon Stewart again, and this will bring the caution out. Yeah, his race is going to be done. And just as Walker caught Turzak, we have a restart. Coco Mark, thank you so much. I mean, that's 20, 70, and then a Champions Club membership, which means he will definitely get mod. In the chat below says, thanks for the stream, y'all are great. Thank you for watching. There would be no stream without the viewers. So very grateful for you and everyone else that has tuned in. Let's go take a look at what exactly happened and unfolded. Got to Gavin Austin. I think he also took out Nathan Scott. So Stewart will be out of this race out of a disqualification. And then how did he go around? Was it payback by chance? Oh, just self-cleared on the 10. Gavin Austin wanted to finish him off. So the caution is out once again. Now James Bomar is the race leader. Kyle Turzak comes out third. Walker comes out second. Matt Mingo is back to 6 and we'll be ready for a restart. Lights will go back on the pace cars so everyone can get back in line, get the laps back for the ones that need it. And we will be ready for a 20-lap shootout from Lanier. Do we hit 300 likes? That's the real question. Let's go green. Omar, Walker, lined up 2 by 2 as we're back underway from Lanier. Pomar spins the tires, Walker into position. 4 wide at a moment. Marty Shamela, Daniel Mosteller, caution waves again. That one didn't take long at all. Let's watch back and see what happened first with the restart. Bomar, when I mean he did not get going, he just did not get it fired. Dodge on the bottom, Chevrolet on the outside. Turzak, I mean, lifted the tires up before he could get in gear. Such in a hurry to sneak through. Kyle Turzak's a great driver. He's been very aggressive this race. Someone's gonna sock him before this checkered flag if he continues to race drivers a certain way. And he got into show. He's lifted guys up. And it's gonna be a matter of time before someone does something that the 15 is not very happy about. Now Aiden Walker is gonna have him on the outside. Let's get ready for the restart. Chevy on Chevy. Toyota on Ford. And we'll get the one to go. Gavin Austin goes around, gets his lap back. Colin Bester drops a hot pass. Coco Mark drops an extra 20 gifted memberships. He's excited. You should be too. 13 laps to go. Walker tagged by Joe. Turzak powers on the outside. Kyle Turzak, new race leader. But can Walker get to the back end? McConaughey in the wall. Walker lifted up by Joe. Turns down on the 22 and throws Eckert to the wall. Caution's gonna wave again. Ethan Eckert will be out of the race. Now the Ada Walker's too happy. Short track tempers are coming out. They're coming out in a hurry. Coco Mark, thank you so much for those gifted memberships. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Once again, that's just fantastic for what you have done tonight. And all the viewers that have helped us out by just watching, subscribing. It's going to be a pretty interesting shootout, I'll give it that. But for Ethan Eckert was not happy about what just happened. We may have a race 5. I'll speak on that in a moment. But it won't be a long race. It may just be 50 laps at a short track. Joe kept getting into Walker. And Eckert. It's just collateral damage. What's it gonna be as we approach 6 laps to go in the race? McConaughey on the outside. Turzak on the bottom. Colin Bester dropping 5 gifted memberships. I mean, we have so many members now. We can make the entire chat green with this restart. 6 to go. Toyota Ford. Wheel to wheel for position. Turzak gets away. Joe's gonna have to make something work. McConaughey into the 22. Armstrong outside wall. And they wad him up down the backstretch. Caution is out once more. And the gloves are off. This is the aggression we're used to seeing. It just took a little while, a delayed fuse, to get to where we are now. Start with Joe. Up into the outside wall. Colin Bester dropping another 5 gifted memberships. How many members do we have now on this channel? I mean, this is unreal. Thank you all so much. Pit road's open. Mosteller's in there. There's barely any super late models running, as we'll have an overtime finish. It's going to be McConaughey, Walker, Turzak, and just a very few amount of others after. We'll have relaxed yellows on if they wreck, and it's not for positioning up front. No, we might have a race 5. We're looking at having a race 5. Keeping it all in mind as we get ready to go back green. Turzak on the bottom. McConaughey on the outside, 2 to go. Brad Yelich dropping the hot pass. Turzak gets away. McConaughey looks to the inside. This race is official. Salamanca, 1 to go for Lanier. Last run to 3 and 4. Aiden Walker sends it in, turns Kyle Turzak. Aiden McConaughey will win the race, and Turzak will rightfully be upset with the 93. I can't believe he did that. That is insane. Clearly did not want the Turzak machine to win. There's something going on behind the scenes because the racing etiquette has unraveled, and Aiden McConaughey will walk his way to a win in our night. Wow. I can't believe that one. Some are happy about it with how Turzak was racing all night long. Others not happy about it at all. You would expect a fight right away after what you just saw. But for Aiden McConaughey, it's a win nonetheless. Let's talk to your race winner as he does the Polish victory lap. Aiden McConaughey, I know there's something going on behind the scenes. Congratulations on the win, but we're going to need a lot to diagnose what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, John. I'm not even totally sure what happened there at the end of the race. I knew that Walker was frustrated with the 15. Yeah, he had already touched him a few times before the restart. Knew he was gonna be aggressive, so I tried to roll it off into one as hard as I could. Missed the corner. Walker got by, and then we all saw what happened in turns 3 and 4.
No. Oh no! Kyle Turzak
no one missed
says,
that.
I want to point this out. Kyle Turzak says, he says, glad I'm going to Nashville IRL soon for a Legends race. He better bring some help. LOL. Guess who'd be calling that race?
Oh man.
Yours truly would be.
You're gonna have the best seat in the house, John. Best seat in the house.
It's gonna take some explaining if something goes down. I'm pretty sure it'd pass over by then, but interesting.
Yeah, iNext would have a field day with that one.
Very, very interesting indeed. Do you agree with how Turzak was racing?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm not really sure what happened between the two of them. I think Walker was upset about what happened on the third to last restart there at the end. I don't exactly know what happened, but obviously, you know, he was racing really hard. They both were. Contact was obviously made, and obviously feelings were hurt and retaliation was made, and it benefited me for the first time in forever, which I guess that's nice. But yeah, I mean, solid race for the most part. Good green flag run there. Restarts were chaotic. Sorry to Joe. I know I got it into him on that second to last restart. He was driving on an F1 wheel, so it was hard to save the car. But yeah, I mean, only race I've run tonight, and this is my first win since September of 2021 when the Next-Gen still had centered numbers.
Wow.
So it's been a fat minute.
It's been a long time. Well, I'll tell you this, my man. We did not hit 300 likes, but we're still going to have a race 5 because of all those gifted memberships. So I'll be moving my my little meeting that I had after this back a little bit because I still also have stuff to do at the conclusion of this stream. But we will have a race 5. The only thing is I'm picking it. And with me calling short track racing in person, I just love the late model stuff. I just really do. We are going to go to another free track with a super late model to continue the new car track combos. We're going super late model racing at Concord. What do you think?
Concord? I can never say no to some good Concord action. I love that place. I wouldn't object at all.
By the way, you race in person. You saw a legend car flip from what I heard the other day, if I'm not mistaken. Were you in that race?
No, I've seen plenty of legend car flips, wheel-to-wheel contact with those things. You touch them the wrong way, they take off like a space shuttle.
You weren't at Nashville last week, weren't you?
I wasn't, but I watched the race. Okay. I mainly race up in Jacksonville. If you saw that clip with Keelan Harvick winning the one race, I was there.
Okay. Jacksonville, Florida, or Jacksonville, North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Well, it's interesting. Hey, we love the fact that you guys race in person. I think I've called a race with you in it before. I wouldn't be surprised. I think over the PA. Were you in Nashville last year?
No. Unfortunately, we've never been able to really leave the Carolinas. It's just a budget and time schedule thing for us. But we'll try and get down there at some point.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun to see. Guess what? We're going Concord racing. It's going to be a 50-lap race. We had such a clean night. I mean, etiquette. We're talking fine wine, pinky up, clean racing. Only one big one. The first 2 races saw one caution, and it's gotten to that hour where the boogeyman comes out and tempers will start flaring. We're not doing Myrtle Beach because we want to do a Myrtle Beach community event. What do you think about that? Myrtle Beach community event, truck race, Myrtle Beach 400 this Friday.
Anything Myrtle Beach, I will never say no. I love that track. It's one of the few tracks that I constantly think about the fact that I never got to make a start there. I got to do a ride along with late model there once, but that's it. I mean,
really?
That place. Yeah, it had so much history to it. Such an amazing facility, and I will forever remember the one time I got to be there, and it's a shame that it's not here anymore. So whenever we get the opportunity to run it on the sim, I will never say no to that.
We're going to Concord. That is what is up on the schedule. It'll be 50 laps. And this Friday, we are looking at it. It's about 90% the way there. Once again, I'm calling a race in person, ladies and gentlemen, at Anderson this week, which means it's about 5 hours for me, somewhere in between that. So So I'm trying to see to make sure what my arrival time has to be before I go ahead and punch the ticket to have the Myrtle Beach that night. I'm also in Anderson the week after, and then I'm calling races again in Nashville the week after. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be 4 weeks in a row of in-person broadcasts. I'm not complaining. Trust me, it is awesome for everything that goes on with the in-person stuff. McConaughey, hey, big time win. You talked about it. It's been a long while. I don't think you expected to win it this way, but a win is a win.
Yeah, it's funny because the only time I ever win is when they wreck right in front of me.
Did that happen back then too?
Yeah, I remember because I led most of that race. I was on a fuel mileage strategy, and a caution came out with 2 to go. I had to pit. I restarted 20th, and on the front straightaway coming to the flag, I went from 14th to 1st. So something with me and chaotic finishes, sometimes it works.
All right, well, it worked that time, and it worked this time. How about it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you much.
Aidan McConaughey, ladies and gentlemen, wins that race. We're ready to go on. You know, let's go. I'm gonna stir the pot doing this, but we're gonna do it anyways. Really curious to see what Braden Movick has to say after his little Daytona incident. Movick, it's a John. You got a copy?
Oh, hi, John Player. How are you?
How are you doing?
I just got back from eating some chicken wings.
Well, we're doing race 5, and did you see what Aiden Walker just did?
Yes, I was laughing.
You were laughing.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Do you see what happens when I'm not there to control the drivers?
Really?
John?
Really?
You see what happens
Yeah. So let's
when
talk
I'm
about
not
that situation.
Yes, please.
What happened there with you and Ethan Eckert?
Well, we held a little vote, a little survey throughout the
The
field.
Green Goblin's behind me. I know. I see it. Continue.
The Green Goblin? Who's the Green Goblin?
You'd have to see on my stream and see what I just pointed out.
Oh my. Well, I'll look in a little bit. But yeah, we did a little survey within the field, and about 28 of 30-some drivers were like, nah, I don't feel safe. So, you know, sometimes as an admin, you gotta make some tough decisions, you know, and
Right.
for the safety of the field and for the quality of the racing. And look, we made it 17 laps at Daytona. Like, that's pretty impressive, John.
That is pretty impressive.
We were 3 wide the whole time. So I asked if anyone had objected, and no, we had a bunch of...
I just got my arrival time for Anderson. It is 12:30.
Nice.
I don't know. Can I do an e-ticket in time or not e-ticket? Can I do a community event in time on Friday? Are you racing it? You should race a super late model race, by the way.
Oh, I am.
Do we do a community event in time for me to be in Anderson the next day at 12:30? That's a 5 hour. Let's go at it.
Tom Player, you might be driving all night.
No, I definitely will not be doing all night. I'll be doing it in the morning.
But yeah, back to the Daytona thing.
I'll
We
have to
took a
leave by
survey and
7:30.
nobody objected. Everyone was like, good call. So,
Really?
you know, so I swear to God and
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold, ladies and gentlemen.
it is
I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We're back. Woo! I was pulling some
Where'd
G's
you-
there. Brad Yellis dropped 5 gifted memberships. Very thankful for that. Braden Movick, are you there?
Yeah.
Are you a
Yeah, I'm
member
here.
of the YouTube channel by gifted memberships?
No, because someone was putting time out, John.
You were not put in time. I did not time you out.
That is... Oh, it's a Sputtermouth guy. Of course it is. Unreal.
So you didn't get a gifted membership? We've had like 100
You know,
tonight.
like, some brothers like spent all his birthday money, $600 worth, on like memberships. My mom, if I did that, my mom would kill
Hey,
me.
calm down, Slim. Calm down. You gotta relax.
You know, John, like these bills gotta be paid somehow.
Braden Movick, do you agree with the chat not liking you?
Only a select few in there, like Sputter guy. He's like the Ethan Eckert super fan, so I knew he was gonna take great offense.
Yeah,
to
but even David wasn't happy with you.
who's David?
David Bell.
Probably because he got harassed for the next 25 minutes about it.
I don't think so. I just think you're being a mean person. Why are you being so mean?
Well, John, you might not care about your field surviving, but I do. Right?
So you think that race went so clean because Ethan Ecker was not in it?
It did. We made 17 laps. That was incredible.
That's interesting.
And it took one stupid 4x move. What is this track? It looks.
It's Concord. Do you not know what Concord is?
I've never raced here before.
Well, we got 50 laps. I still think we're going to do the Myrtle Beach event. I got to ask Jared a couple questions first. Or not just Jared, but a bunch of people, a bunch of questions. And then we'll be ready to go. Thank you all to everyone that dropped a membership and became a member or gifted membership. I know Brandon Lubbock is being heel, since that's all he's been recently. I've been using his wrestling term. Because he said, that's it, John. Too many people are liking me. I got to go heel. And what happened when he went heel? His internet went heel, and he was out of the Alabama 500.
Not internet, John.
Oh, his server went heel.
We've all been over this.
We've all been over this. Is Frank D'Angelo's joining this one? He is in this one.
I think he is.
Is this your first race at Concord?
I've never raced here before.
Really?
Ever.
It's a triangle.
I have never even given more of this a single update in my 3 years of my racing. 4 years. 3.5.
Well, we're gonna advance the session. How would you take a lap around Concord with us? Yeah, but you're also the loudest person, so it kind of works. Look, you got a beautiful.
Well, I am also the most entertaining, so I have to give you that, John. You made a good decision here.
Okay, I don't know about all that, but it's interesting.
Who gives you more personality than me? No one.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna sing a song for a moment, like, "Who's your favorite fearless hero?" You know.
Right
wow.
My bag.
All right, run around with us. Let's see it.
All right, I got 4 laps to learn this racetrack.
All right. This is top of the key. Turn 2. No, this turn 3.
It's not starting well at all.
It's a triangle. It's like Pocono.
I'm not good at Pocono.
Oh my. The crowd roars for their approval.
We have some severe damage
So
here.
do you think you're a fan favorite or not? Because people like you.
Oh, I'm polarizing. You love me or hate me.
Okay.
And that's what I like to be honest. Because either way,
So do you agree with Aiden Walker?
What do you say?
With his move on Kyle Turzak?
I thought it was really funny. I don't know if that was the. I don't know if that's the move I would've made.
Goodness.
John, we got 2 more laps here. Let's settle down. We got 2 more laps.
Okay. Well, let's try it again.
I'm actually very lucky there's wouldn't even qualify.
You're lucky about that 4 laps. You're welcome.
I am. See? You and I always agree on things, John. Whether you want to admit it or not, you agree with the things that I do.
Okay. And
you're thankful.
I don't know about the Ethan Eckert situation.
Oh, well,
because instead of 40, I said 43 make it out of the, what was it, 50? And somehow only 39 took the green flag. And then it went to 38.
Told me that. Demos told me, I was told it was 40, not 43.
Oh, man. So I got a question. If you were at least going to kick Eckert, why didn't you allow 41st in?
Because I didn't even know he was in the session until he was there.
You're so mean.
Well, sometimes you gotta be mean to save everyone. You know?
Okay, well, what's really mean is this driving right now.
Oh, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Your drive off exit is interesting, but you got 9th out of it, so at least everyone else is driving too.
I know. I've never been here before, and I'm qualified top 10.
This is based off Levi Strauss from NASCAR 07. They took Concord and they said, "Oh, let's make a fantasy track," and they took the outline of it. So.
That's crazy, but like, let's see, who am I in front of? Bryce Ben, Gavin Austin, I expect better.
What a Gavin. Mike Mitchum, top of the board. Where's Kyle Turzak?
3rd.
Ooh, I think Turzak gets redemption.
Nathan Scott qualified in front of me. I'm very impressed.
Let's go BKR. Where is he, Nathan?
Brandon J. Stewart qualified behind me. Jackson Bice. Brandon
Now,
Wynn.
Short's been interesting. He's gotten into a lot of guys, so he's going to be on thin ice for this race. If he causes any more problems, he will be out.
Who?
Brandon Storr. He was involved in multiple incidents. We're about to know him probably now, because knowing you, you're going to talk about. Where's Frank? Frank is not taking the track. He's in the Ka-Chow car. I don't know.
Well, the last 3 are about.
Frank, hit the gas. How much time we have
Cooper
left?
Glick is an 18.
Let's get Frank in here.
Oh, good old Cooper Glick.
Frank, let's go. We're watching you.
Ethan Eckert is second to last.
I'm done.
Landon Gentry is last.
You're done?
What a shame.
I did my laps. I drank a lot in between the Daytona. I had to make Daytona, so I'm gonna try to make this a fun one.
Well, are you sober?
For the most
Yes.
part.
Yes. Yes.
Are you
Yes, I am.
sure?
Yes, I am. I am.
What's 8
I am.
times 6?
48.
That's good
Give
enough
me
for me,
John.
John.
That's good enough for
Give
me.
me
I think
Joe.
that's good. I think he's good to go.
Nah. In real talk though, like.
Actually, I don't know if we should be concerned or not.
Like,
I don't
I'm
think he
not-
knows that, like, normal.
No, but like I don't drink to get drunk, if that makes sense.
You drink to have fun.
I don't want to talk about alcohol on stream with people that are
That's-
nowhere near
we're-
old
we're
enough to
very
start
family
watching.
friendly.
Yeah, so don't drink.
You had
Don't
a
drink.
juice box. You had a Capri Sun.
No, I had iced teas.
Oh, I know exactly what you had.
I had Arizona iced tea. Very good. You know what's crazy?
You know what's really
Arizona
good?
iced tea.
Arnold Palmer.
I love Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer went from being like $1 to like $1.30.
No, it didn't. It's still
Nope, at Wawa, at my Wawa, it's like
This
$1.30.
Wawa is a fraudulent business.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Wawa's
that's so
awesome.
mean. No.
Holiday
great.
Holiday gas station still has 99 cents.
I like Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is pretty up there though in price.
John, you have to take me to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I don't know why you said Buc-ee's
Why
was
is-
expensive at Daytona. I bought like $20 worth of stuff and it lasted like a week.
No, you did not. You definitely didn't go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
you,
I did.
You went to
You were there
Busey's,
with
not
us.
Buc-ee's.
Were you not there with us when Lewis was like too scared to like order food by himself?
No, because I didn't go to Buc-ee's with you.
Oh. Oh, you didn't.
I did not.
Oh,
I think you
man.
should race with us.
No,
I joined
don't
in and
race.
watch. I am not gonna. No.
What a shame. What a shame.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go back now.
We'll be racing
luck.
soon. And good luck with you guys. Hopefully you guys do very well. That's Braden Movick, ladies and gentlemen. And Frank DeAngelis as we get ready to go racing. Once again, 50 laps of action around Concord. Mitchum, Mosteller, Terzak, Walker, Scott, McConaughey, Bomar, Shamela, all lined in as we get ready to go green. Well, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, I hope you had 2 super late model races to end this night as we get ready to roll. I'm not sure if we'll have it in. Trying to think if we'll have a community event. This Friday. I want one. I really want one. I want it to be Myrtle Beach. But we will have to see. Let's get ready to roll. Hooper, Movick, Benton, Austin lined up. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, they're already going at it. Terzak and Walker. They're both about to get kicked if they don't figure it out. But we'll get the one to go this time by. Let's say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Sorry, a lot of damage on the Aiden Walker machine. Let's get ready to go green. The final race of the night. As we light the fuse from Concord. Frank DeAngelis up near the outside wall. One went around. That was Marty Shamela. Mike Mitchum leads lap 1. Whoa, up the track, throwing the 87 in the wall. Turzak to the point, Kyle Turzak to the lead. Now the Mosteller is going to forget that one. Lap traffic with 47 to go. Turzak, Walker, Mitchum, Scott. That's the top 4. Bomar, McConaughey, Mosteller, and Austin, the Elite 8. Kyle Turzak's doing a great job keeping out in front. Remember, him and Aiden Walker went at it just the last race at Lanier. Stewart up to 11th. Buys back in 12th. Movic back in 15th. As we watch the top 2 race it out. Walker under Turzak. Couldn't sneak through. Oh, Turzak in the wall. Has the lap machine in front of him, Frank DeAngelis. Walker to the inside. Turzak on the outside, overdrives 1, washes up the track. Top of the key. Tell Aiden Walker wants to sneak on through, just hasn't had the full-on opportunity to do so. .41 to go. Chevy on Chevy. Walker inside. Turzak shuts the door. He's really good at defending. He just knows how to drive it in as deep as possible on entry without hitting the wall off exit to allow the late braking 93 to not get the run or move to the inside. Won't happen this time around. Turzak top, Walker on the bottom. Walker right reared and up and over. Kyle Turzak involved. Caution's gonna wave. Well, it's safe to say that's payback from Lanier. Nathan Scott's involved. No, that's not Nathan Scott. Gavin Austin's involved. Nathan Scott gets through. Kyle Turzak forgot what rule 1 about stock car racing was, and that's learn how to wreck yourself without wrecking. Learn how to wreck someone without wrecking yourself. Only problem is he took multiple guys right with him. Let's watch again. I mean, he just didn't get hooked. He was hooked, line, and just sank to the bottom of the ocean. Picks him up and says, "Good night, Aiden Walker." Now, how did he hit the inside wall is the real question. I think he just got lifted up by Michael Mitchum, which is exactly what happened. And Turzak proceeds to get airborne. Well, things are getting interesting tonight. Kyle Turzak now back to the 19th position. I think he had a little help off screen, and we're going to go take a nice peek to see what it was all about. Gavin Austin. Gavin Austin will be given an L5 for reversing into the pack. Kyle Turzak will not be given a penalty because he is 4 laps down. We're going to get the one to go here. Clearly it was payback from the race before. We know Turzak was racing drivers very differently than others would. But at the end of the day, we kind of see that as maybe eye for an eye. 33 to go. Mitchum on the bottom, Scott on the outside. 32 laps to go from Concord. Nathan Scott, P2, has never won a race with the super late model. As a matter of fact, has never won out of track under a mile and a half. It's only had him done from Las Vegas and Michigan. Now opportunity at hand with 30 to go. Scott looking to the bottom. Mitchum holding on. You see Scott just peeking inside. Ford on Ford, 1 and 2. Mosteller, McConaughey, 3rd and 4th. 28 laps to go. Mitchum working top, Scott back nose to tail, Mosteller right on the tail of the driver of the 12. He's looking to his bottom. Super late model racing. Always interesting, always unique. And with 26 laps to go, the top 3 are stuck nose to tail. Most looking top, most down on the flat. Almost pulled a move that you'd see at Phoenix. But Scott can't seem to find a way around the Mike Mitchum machine. Looks inside of the 38. If you're looking for Dover, that was race 1. You are watching race 5. Scott going wide, Mosteller to the inside. Nathan McConaughey will join into the mix as well. "22 laps to go." Mitchum, Mosteller, McConaughey back at 3rd. All over the back end of Demos. He wants to find a way quickly around. Mitchum didn't get the drive-off exit that he wanted. "20 to go." Mosteller goes for a slide down off exit, right in the middle of the field, and the caution's gonna wave. Wow. I don't see a lot of damage. They're on the 87. We're on board with him at the time of impact. McConaughey just got in the rear. No, doesn't hit a thing. Marty Shimela nearly had contact as well. Did all get through. Mitchell's doing a great job holding on. Now this is also Movik's first attempt at racing here at Concord. He's in position possibly to get his first win. Brandon Stewart finally coming on in. Jackson buys. Movik looks to be coming out the race leader with around 17 laps to go. Let's get ready to go green. So 16 laps remaining. DeAngelis, Bomar, Joyner, Scott. Now down to 15 to go. So we thought Cooper Glick would be going back around. That would not be the case. It'll be Glick, Higgins, Pies, and Movik as your fast four. Let's get ready to go back green. Cooper Glick, Jolene Higgins, 15 to go, and Higgins goes around. Right in the middle of the field, caution is out again. Just did not get going in the restart zone. Why would you restart up front if you have no plans of taking off? Watch again. That is unreal. It's like he had no plans of slamming on the gas. Watch it once more. This is why sometimes they penalize guys that we know that haven't raced up front in a while. Goes, slams on the brakes. And takes guys out. No shock here. Julian Higgins will most definitely get an L5, and he may also get a suspension for that one as well. So that leaves Cooper Glick, Braden Movik, Michael Mitchum, Frank DeAngelis, Nathan Scott, David Joyner, Stewart, and McConaughey as your top 8. I just don't get it. If you want to run up front in NR night, you got to understand, you know, restart zone. But he hit the gas, and then he slammed on the brakes. Wow, I cannot believe that. Definitely not missing a gear. He was worried about jumping the start or something. That's the thing when you have guys that have been running in the back trying to get their toes wet and figuring out what NR is and make a bold strategy like this late at night. They end up not being in the right position or understanding how to restart up front, and you're going to get ran over by guys that know how to restart and get through the gears. So Higgins will be given the L5 penalty as we get ready for another restart. Cooper Glick, Braden Movik. Nine to go from Concord. Mitchum inside and into second. Overshoots it. I think he's got a faster car than Mavic, but what is he willing to do to hunt down that 42 with coming to 7 to go? Time running out. Chevy on Ford. Top 2, nose to tail. 6 to go. Mitchum's got to get him. Half a second back. But can he close in? Down to a 4/10 back. DeAngelis. Mitchell. All chasing, lap traffic now in front. Four to go. Coming to 3 to go. Mitchum, fastest driver on track as we speak. Good news, that's what you want to hear if you want to have a dogfight to the end. Bad news if you're the 42, but you have to maintain pace. He's doing so now. Mitchum did not have a good lap that time around. And with only 2 laps to go, something has got to work. The EPI driver versus the Elliott Esports driver. Santa Blanca, 1 to go from Concord. Joyner smoking on the outside. Mitchum 4-7 back. Last run, turn 3. Mitchum the drive. Overshoots and misses. Braden Mavic victorious from Concord. And that's how the night will end. At the stroke of midnight on the East Coast, Mavic wins in his first ever start here at Concord. At our night in America, feeling victories all year long, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. I want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned on in and grateful for everything you all have done as we get ready to cap off this beautiful night. We look to be back Friday. I'll be making an announcement. If it's not Friday, it will be Sunday. It all depends on what time I have to arrive at Anderson for that race. But I will be calling races once again in person this Saturday, next Saturday, and the Saturday after that, 4 weeks in a row of non-stop broadcasting. Yes, very excited about it. We'll say goodnight from our studios in Nashville, Tennessee, and hope you all enjoy this beautiful Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll see you all very, very soon. Before actually I leave, I want to say thank you again to Brad Illich, Colin Bestor, Coco Mark, Jeff Manchild, David Bell, Life Opstead, so many others that have tuned on in, those being the ones that Super Chat became a member. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.